live now. There's people like I had to ask Molly because I logged on and then I saw people chatting and I was like, what the fuck? Am I live? And
are you live?
Yeah, Molly just came in. I am now. Close the door. All right, close the door. So yeah, we're live. I try to put like some authentication setting thing on so people don't come backstage. But if they do, like Kyle said, you'll just be chilling backstage. What up, bud? How you doing?
Good, man. Good. I'm just tweeting our live shit right now. Kyle. Okay, there's Twitter. I'll give Blue Sky some love too, because Blue Sky is like Twitter, but like all the lefties are over there.
Yeah.
So it's better.
What's the joint that What's the joint that Trump is on? What's the right wing one?
Oh, that's Truth Social.
Truth Social. So is that one? I feel like people have started to go sour on him on Truth Social. Like his things are getting what's it when you get more comments?
Ratioed.
Yeah. So he's getting ratioed a lot, right?
Yeah, I mean over the Epstein shit. Yeah. The online right wingers are not happy with the Epstein shit. But it's a little different for like the media right wingers are like basically running cover for Trump. Mm-hmm. But like the online right wingers are like, hey man, like fucking release the Epstein files. What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, Molly said I'm super choppy. So hold on 1 second.
That might just be your internet.
It could be my internet. I don't know. Oh, let me put my. Hold on. All right. So now no more distractions. All right. So yeah. So people are ratioing him. So that's, I mean, good, but I don't know. I feel like on his site, does he still have support on that Truth Social or no?
I mean, yeah, he's the president. He's going to have support like a bunch of places, you know. But yeah, Truth Social is like a right-wing Twitter. So he's got support. He's got support there. He's got support on regular Twitter. But it's just more, there's more shit now where people are sort of like, hey, fuck you. Yeah. Because of the Epstein files, you know.
So he has that leg thing that happened. You think that is like a story that they did to kind of like take away from the Epstein shit?
Well, yes, but also that shit is serious. Like that shit is serious. He's basically like his heart is not pumping blood throughout his whole body strongly enough, you know?
Yeah.
And so his legs were like filling with fluid. And he already has like stage 3. I forget what it's called. Intravenous something like venous insufficiency, chronic venous insufficiency or something. Basically, like he's too fat and too old. So like, a sign that like a heart attack could happen like relatively soon. And that's basically what that shit is. I know.
And so if it's like AI or what it is, but like they do like close up on people's feet and then they show his legs and they're mad like thick. Is that like his legs are really bad, right?
Yeah, his legs are like swollen and filled with fluid. Yeah, it's bad. Like he's not doing well.
I didn't want to I didn't want to go to Biden, but I feel like we haven't heard from him in a while that we're going to come out. I feel like it's going to be soon in the next couple of months where he.
I mean, they said what? He had like stage. It's not long to go, bro. That is not long to go, you know?
Yeah. And in Trump's case, it's kind of like his can't be good either, but like there was it the prince or the king now that had that thing where his hand was mad big? You remember that?
The prince or the king? Oh yeah, it was the king. And yeah, he had a swollen hand. I don't remember what his was from.
Let me see if I can change my Wi-Fi. Give me a second.
But good on my end. Everything looks fine here.
I know it seems good. I don't know. Molly says it's choppy.
I mean, it could just be your Wi-Fi overall is just trash, you know. What are you trying to change it to? You have different Wi-Fis?
Well, I have my extender that goes on.
And we lost Corin. So now, welcome to the Kyle Kulinski Show, everybody. We're back doing secular talk on our own, on our lonesome now. I'm surprised Corin didn't come in asking about
I changed it. So let me know in the chat if that's better. Or if
I started
asked
doing
about
my
what?
own show basically because I thought you got disconnected. So I was like, welcome to Secular Talk. We're about to just do like a normal show. But I was saying I was surprised you didn't lead with the eye surgery. Because
Well, yeah. I was going to get into that. Officially, eye surgery out. I wanted to ask you about that jersey first. Whatever that is, looks fire.
Something. Yeah.
Oh, because it looks like a USA jersey. Is it a cutoff with a short sleeve underneath?
This is the whole shirt. Like the shirt is like this.
Ooh. It's kind of funky how they did the black on the sleeves and then the other one. All right, so tell about the eye surgery. I might go back to my extended Wi-Fi if this isn't working.
Yeah, man, it was good. I honestly told Crystal that it was easier to do this than go to the dentist and get a cavity filled. Like it was much easier than that. First of all, they give you if you want, they give you Valium for it because they're about to like cut into your eyeball. So they're like, hey, you want some Valium? And it's like, yeah, I'll take some Valium. Why not? And so they give you this drug, which just makes you chilled out and like cool. And they bring you in, they got the gown on you and the thing covering your hair, and they have you lay down. And like, it's literally like 10 seconds each eye for the laser part, where the laser just like puts little dots in your eye. You don't feel any of it because they put numbing drops in your eye too. So you feel literally nothing.
But you're awake the whole time.
You're awake the whole time. But the fact that they give you Valium means you're chilled the fuck out. Like even if you wanted to be scared, you couldn't, because your body's just like, it doesn't, like you're fine. Like just, when you're on Valium, it's just like, I'm chilling, bro. Like whatever happens, there could be an earthquake in this bitch. And I'd be like, whatever.
So why don't people just take that shit normally, like for everyday life?
Some people do. But then obviously, like if you take it too long and all you know is that down feeling, then whenever you come off it, normal life feels like impossible to manage. You know what I'm saying? So there's trade-offs. But so it starts with the laser part. They like laser your eye and like they put the little laser dots in there and like can reshape the cornea like that. And then the doctor has to go. And that only takes 10 seconds per eye and you don't feel shit. Then the doctor has to go in there and make a tiny little incision and then put like the tiniest little tweezers in there and remove the portion to reshape your cornea properly.
Wow.
And so straight up, 6 minutes per eye. 6 minutes this eye, 6 minutes this eye. I'm not kidding when I say when I first opened my eyes after I got the surgery done, I already was seeing more clearly than I saw before with my prescription.
I feel like if someone is doing some type of surgery like that, I want you to at least front like that shit's going to take an hour on each eye, because like it's such an important like part of your
body.
It's a wrap. So like if someone comes and tells me it's going to be 6 minutes on each eye, I'll be like, nah, I don't want that. I want the surgery that takes 2 hours on each eye, and I'm going to be out of commission for 2 weeks. Like I'd be nervous if they told me it was 6 minutes on each eye, but the fact that it works that fast is like kind of like God bless them for figuring that out.
I wanted the shorter the time, the better for me, in my opinion. Yeah. And so like I originally went in trying to get ICL surgery, which is like permanent contacts that get implanted in your eye. Yeah. And he said for that one, it's like 11 minutes per eye. Oof. And I was like, I don't know about no 11 minutes per eye, but he was like, but the smile surgery, the like laparoscopic LASIK, he said that's only 6 minutes per eye and the recovery's faster. And you don't have to come back the next day. You can come back in a week to get your checkup done. And so he basically said, do the smile one. But like when I left there, it like immediately after the surgery, you see it's kind of like cloudy or milky, you know, cloudy or foggy or like milky. And they want you to like rest your eyes. So I try to close it as much as I can. But then like every 2 hours, it gets like less cloudy and less cloudy and less cloudy. And then by the end of the first day, my right eye was perfect. My right eye was like 20/20, could see everything just fine. My left eye was lagging a little bit. Damn. My left eye was like, I'm not up there yet. Like the right eye is perfect. Left eye is like, like you got a little bit of work, dog, to catch up. Yep. And so then the second day and the third day, it was like sort of like, I'd say there were like fluctuations in my eyes. Like sometimes it'd be perfect, but then other times, like if I try to look at something close to me, I couldn't do it as well. Or if I had to look at something further away, like there would be fluctuations throughout the day. Today, like the morning was not that great in terms of being able to see, but like from the halfway through the day until now, everything's been like perfect 20/20 vision. And so, and
Were
I'm
you
only on day 3
That's
now.
what I'm saying. So how long until like they say there's no more cloudiness, no more anything?
So it very like there's no problems whatsoever.
Mhm.
Like one issue that a lot of people have that I don't have is the halo effect with lights, or like the starburst effect with lights. Apparently, a lot of people who get any sort of laser eye surgery deal with that for a while. I don't have that at all. Like nothing at all on that front. But some people, it takes one day and everything's chilling. And then other people, it could go like 2, 3, 4 days. Some people, it's a week. The longest it can be, like the longest anybody records issues before like would be maybe, I feel like I'm on track now for like by week 2, I'll probably be, everything will be perfect. But like, you know, some people it just varies. Like some people heal in a day, some people heal in 2 months or 3 months. But after 3 months, everything should be totally chilling. And so I recommend it, bro. It was good.
Well, Molly says I'm not allowed to tell my eyeglass story anymore because I went and I actually got an eye exam in March last year because I needed new glasses. And I thought it was a year ago, but I went to the eye doctor today, the place that I kind of don't like. And they said I got it in March. So they gave me my prescription. I could get my glasses. I'm good money. But to your point, like I had to put my contacts in today. I'm eventually going to run out. It's going to be like a whole thing getting more contacts. Like to go through all that. I kind of like the look of glasses, although like there's too many types like of styles and fashions, and like the bridge of my nose. I put so many different pairs on. I had like 5 pairs on the table that all look good.
I hate
and
that.
I just couldn't decide which one I wanted.
Yeah.
It was the worst. And then I found one pair after I thought I had my like pair that I wanted. It had like some brown on the side, and I sent Molly a picture, and she was like, "No, don't."
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, you won't have to worry about that anymore. Like, you spent, like, I should have done this shit 10 years ago, dog. Like, I should have done this shit 10 years ago because the amount of money I've wasted on fucking contacts and eyeglasses, like, I just spent like probably over $1,000 on contacts like relatively recently, and now those shits are unnecessary as fuck.
I'm gonna try one more. I'm gonna go back to my other joint real quick.
Why Molly's saying it's so bad?
I don't know. People are saying it's bad. Let me see.
That's funny because this shit has been perfectly fine for me. I don't know. It's weird.
For me too. Let me see if this works.
All right, it's just me and you guys again now. Press 1 if you'd like me to flash my nipple while Corin is gone. Press 1 if you'd like me to flash my nipple.
All right, now I'm staying on this one, and I'm rocking with this one. All right, I wanted to get your thoughts first on.
You should see a lot of ones in the chat, by the way.
What does 1 mean?
While you were gone, I said press 1 if you want me to flash my nipple while Corin is gone.
It's weird. I have these shirts, and I kind of like these like dry fitty type shirts. I think it's probably the same material as
it's similar. Mm-hmm.
But do you wear an undershirt underneath your shirt?
No, I don't, but I should, because my kids always make fun of me because they can see my nipples in like every shirt I fucking wear.
That's how I am too, and I don't think I have a big chest. Like I've done chest in the gym, but I think I have like very like protruding nipples for some reason that like always poke through those type of shirts. So Molly, well, I have one that I really like, but I wear it and like my chest hair comes through and my nipples come through. And Molly bought me a new shirt thinking it was going to help, and my nipples still came through on it. So I've always worn, and I feel like back in the day, I used to wear them too, like kind of like a wife beater underneath your shirt. But with the dry fit shirt, you can't really do it because the whole point of the dry fit shirt is to kind of like absorb your sweat and feel good on your body. And more of the cotton tees, you wear the wife beater underneath. So now I just started to not wear any things under my shirt. But
now your nipples are showing.
My nipples are showing. So I don't know. I can't really defeat the nipple problem.
By the way, isn't it crazy that the type of undershirt that we're talking about, you gave one of the names, wife beater is one of the names, and people just casually still use that shit. And then another one is guinea tee, which is also like a derogatory ass shit. Like Wife beater and guinea tea.
But no one's ever.
And
I don't think that has ever been canceled. I think that's universally like accepted as those.
I feel
I don't
like
even
it's
know if spaghetti tea is one.
I feel like
Spaghetti
it's
tea is-
a Northeast thing though, because I feel like if you're in like the South or the Midwest and you bring it up, they'll be like, that's just an undershirt. I think they just call it an undershirt. You know what I'm saying?
What's the actual like term for that shirt?
I don't know. The like you said, you called it like spaghetti string undershirts or something.
Not use white beater, please. Yeah, but like that's what I grew up knowing that as the name of the shirt. I'll try and like re-jog my.
Was the idea that the reason that was called a wife beater is because the dudes who wear those shits all the time would beat their wives? Is that the idea?
Probably. Like there's the gif of, is it Samuel L. Jackson? I think Pulp Fiction wearing one of them. I'm gonna tank top. Okay.
Is that what they?
But
no, they don't. I never heard tank top for a man before.
Yeah, no, tank top is more of, I think, like a baggy, like.
No, wait, this person's right. This person's right. I just looked it up right now. I typed in wife beater undershirt, and the things that come up is people say tank undershirt, tank top undershirt, tank top undershirt. Yeah, like so. I typed in wife beater undershirt, and a bunch of shit comes up for tank top undershirt. So they're right. Like that's what people would call it. Is that? I'm with you. Like whenever I heard tank top, that always referred to a woman wearing like a spaghetti string shirt. That's what I would think of.
And to me is also more baggy, like a jersey. You know, like a jersey is a jersey. A tank top is similar to a jersey, but more baggy. It's not one of the ones that like are tight fitting with those lines on it. To me, that's always been like a spaghetti top or like a wife beater. But I guess that's more of like a Northeast thing. And you can get canceled now for saying it, I guess, apparently.
Yeah, but guinea tea is just as bad. So now you got to say tank top undershirt. That's a mouthful.
Muscle shirt is one.
Muscle shirt?
No, muscle shirt also is like one of those like ones that, oh, damn. Do you know who Ronnie Coldbert is?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bro, I don't know if this video is real.
I saw it.
Oh, I felt so bad.
People in the comments were saying that he had gotten spine surgery
like must have happened
6 months or whatever, and he was doing squats like the next week. And so,
yeah,
I mean, he was like the videos of him working out back in the day were insane, bro. Insane. The amount of weight he was throwing around, like,
well, that's why it's
nothing.
Like it's sad to see that because and obviously sometimes when you watch a video, there's always like a backstory to it that like, you know, maybe like the announcer was like, hey, like crawl up on stage or something like that. You know, like obviously that wasn't the case.
No, he's really fucked up.
Yeah. No, he's really in bad shape. I know. But like, you don't know like what, you know, like if a couple days before that he had some surgery on his spine that like kind of made it worse or something. But like, if you're in that bad of shape, you got to know that like there's gonna be people recording you. There's gonna be shit happening where it's like it's just such a bad look, and it's so kind of sad to see like Mr. World or Miss You, whatever the hell he was, like Olympia.
Yeah, but to be fair, he's been sort of open with his struggles for a long time now. Like he's done interviews about, but I mean, it just goes to show you, like, for the amount of work he put in the gym, like lifting the amount of weight he lifted, squatting as much as he squatted, like it wasn't healthy. There is such a thing as overtraining and lifting too much weight. And like, you know, obviously all those guys take a tremendous amount of fucking steroids and they're all competing to try to be these bodybuilder champions. And it's like that shit is just as bad for you as some obese guy sitting on his couch all day, like eating, like that shit is sort of just as bad for you. And I don't know if you saw this, but The Rock has like some fucking heart disease shit. And he's sort of coping and lying to himself like he doesn't have it. He found like the one doctor in the country that's like, nah, you're good. Like it's some other shit. It's not that. It's like, dog, you got some fucking heart failure shit because of all the fucking steroids you take. But he refuses to even acknowledge that he takes steroids.
Yeah, it's bad. I've kind of given up on wrestling as a whole. I see the guy. You remember? I think his dad was Dusty Rhodes, and his son is Cody Rhodes now. And I think he kind of runs like the WWE, but he's just like he was at the MLB All-Star game.
Kidding.
What the hell was that?
My cat just ran across the table and knocked over my fucking drink.
Damn.
Keep talking. I gotta clean this up because it's spilling everywhere.
It sounded like it exploded like all over your whole keyboard.
It didn't hit the phone, which I'm thankful for, but it's got all over me and the fucking floor. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, Kyle still has that keyboard on his phone, so if anybody wants to do that, yeah, no, that sounded bad. I don't know. I have 3 drinks sitting next to me. I have this Nitro Crow Brew. I don't know how anybody else's, but when I drink coffee, it doesn't do anything for me, waking me up. I have the Target Seltzer brand, strawberry mango. If anyone's got good any good seltzer flavors, let me know, because to be honest, there's this is cranberry lime. There's too many seltzer flavors. So if anybody has like a really good flavor that they think I should try, please let me know, because I usually just go with like a strawberry mango or like some type of like more fruity flavor, like cranberry lime's kind of fruity. I don't really go with any purple ones, any grape. So I usually do mango or strawberry. But
I was just telling Crystal too. I was like, it doesn't bother me when the cats are like in the room when I'm recording something. Like they don't usually fuck shit up. And then today, boom, just got this shit spilled all over the floor.
Now? I was just saying there's too many seltzer flavors. Like Molly orders everything off Target Drive Up, and she was rolling through. Is that seltzer? She was rolling through the seltzer flavors, and it was just OD. Like she was like, "Do you want this flavor?" There's a peach with lime. There's a strawberry with a mango. What's your go-to when you're getting a seltzer flavor?
I feel like we've talked about this like 1,000 times, but I've always been an original seltzer. Like seltzer is my water replacement, so I want no flavor in that bitch whatsoever. I just want bubbly ass water. That's what I want.
What's that flavor?
But this is not. So we're out of seltzer right now, and so I'm having whatever else we had in the fridge, and what we had was this stuff called ice. It's called like sparkling ice or something like that, and it's just sort of like water with a little bit is black cherry, a little bit of bubbliness, a little bit of coloring, but it's sort of like almost like a very light juice, I guess. And I have this whenever I run out of seltzer, I'll have one of these, and I just prefer this to like drinking water. You know, I'm not a big I like ice cold. I like ice cold water if I'm like really hot or something, but normally I prefer having seltzer. And if I don't have seltzer, I'll have whatever this is. But I've tried to cut out soda like completely, dog. Like I'm trying to zero soda.
Like I've been going overdrive in soda. So like I've been having it too much now. And I gotta stop. I've heard like dark soda is really bad for you. So at least if I'm gonna have soda, I got 2 more snack wraps today. I got a Coca-Cola with it. But I feel like it's a staple to get a soda when you go to McDonald's.
Yeah, I mean, if people were to just cut out soda though, that alone would like make you lose a lot of weight.
That'd probably help our protruding nipples. What do you think it is? For real, because I feel like we've done chest day in the past. I don't know how to prevent that.
It's got nothing to do with our workouts in the past. No, it's just like I don't know. Most people, I guess, wear undershirts, and I just don't give a fuck and haven't worn undershirts. And so if you look close enough, you'll see my fucking nipples. Like that's the gist of it, you know?
It's so weird. Like how I can go out and take my garbage out with no shirt on, but like my daughters are like, why can you go outside with no shirt on, but I can't? And I'm like, that's just the rules. I don't make them. I'm allowed to go swimming without my shirt on. You guys have to wear a top.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I feel like they tried to change that like 10 years ago. What was it like? Yeah, there was like a free the nipple movement or something where they were trying to make it sort of, you know what I'm saying? That's what they tried to do it. I don't think it really caught on, but they tried to do that.
No. There's some movements that I guess just don't stay or don't work.
But like,
and that was probably
if they did that, would we just get used to it? Like, that's my question. Is like, if women decided, nah, our nipples are now the same as your nipples, guys. Nobody cares about guy nipples. Now we're just going to let our shits hang out too. If we do that and then 70 years straight we've done that, are dudes just going to be like, when they see girl nipples, they'll just be like, yeah, it's whatever. Or will the female nipple to the male always be like a,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Like, will we become sort of numb to it? Like, will you become numb to the female nipple as a male if they're everywhere?
yeah,
You know what
I
I'm saying?
think. Let me hold on. There we go. Okay. I think I think we'd get eventually used to it. It's that initial wave of like all the comments and everybody talking about it. It's like legalizing marijuana. Like, I don't think anybody really talks about that shit anymore. You know, like if you legalize all drugs, eventually, yeah, in the beginning it's going to be bad. In the beginning, there's going to be memes and like people joking, like, "Oh, I saw your titties," but like eventually people are going to stop talking about it. So yeah, I support that movement.
Yeah, it went away, but I feel like it was like 10 years ago. I feel like it was a big thing. You know?
Yeah. All right. So hold quickly. I want to ask you. So yeah, we like Trump's legs. Do you think that's a distraction from the Epstein file shit? Because I saw you came out and like said he admitted he was in the Epstein files, but
it is a distraction from the Epstein files. Everything he's doing is a distraction. Yeah,
wild.
He's a fucking idiot. He's an idiot. Like he's picking fights with Rosie O'Donnell again, like it's fucking 2007. Like we all see through this, bro. He was saying, you know, change the name back to the Redskins from the Commanders. Like, why are you talking about this shit? It's because he knows he's desperate.
Yeah. Which, do you think they should go back to the Redskins on that?
No, that ship has sailed, bro. Like, it's over. Like, you can't. It's one thing if you wanted to say at the time, like, everybody's sort of used to it. Maybe it's a racist sounding name, but everybody's sort of used to it. And, you know, if you poll those indigenous communities, they don't really give a fuck that is called the Redskins or whatever. So, like, just leave it. That was a fine argument. It's some racist shit. You can't go back to the racist shit. That's like what Trump did with, he said the other day, like, we're changing the names of our military bases back to, like, the Confederate names.
Yeah, like, Molly's dad about that.
Like, you can't just be like, yeah, this is now Robert E. Lee School. It's like, no, if you changed it from Robert E. Lee School to like Liberty School, you can't go back to Robert E. Lee School. That's just you. You might as well tattoo "I'm racist as fuck" on your forehead if you're gonna do that shit. You know?
And then did they release like all these things on Martin Luther King Jr. or something like that? I didn't see what they did, but like they something.
Yeah. So instead of releasing the Epstein files, which everybody wants them to do, they released the MLK files. But the MLK files, I mean, think about it. The hot minute, like they were sending him letters telling him to kill himself. They had evidence of him sleeping around and having affairs and shit. They tortured that poor man as he was just trying to save the fucking country. Yeah. And so for them to release those files, we're going to learn a lot more about the extent to which they were doing that to him. You know, and you're going to have the right wingers are going to take the fact that, oh, he was having affairs every day, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah,
I just don't get the stuff that they're picking to like release and like talk about.
It's all distracting from Epstein, bro. Literally all of it is. Did you see my story that I dropped today?
No. What was today?
So in the early 1990s, Trump, I didn't know this until this week. Trump owned a modeling agency, and the modeling agency did events with girls as young as like 13 and 14. So once you go down this rabbit hole and you figure out who he was in business with and what they were doing, Trump was directly involved in international human trafficking. Yes, and there's videos of him judging these competitions with these 14-year-olds wearing bathing suits. There's stories about him having these big parties at his hotels with drugs and allegedly engaging in activities with underage girls. Like, the more you scratch beneath the surface on the Epstein shit, the more you realize not only is Trump in the Epstein files, not only is he a fucking pedophile, he was part of an international sex trafficking ring.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. But like, here's my thing: is like he's president. Like, they're never gonna like nothing's ever gonna come of it? You know, like, is that lady ever going to testify? Just whatever, Giselle.
Well, so that's Ghislaine Maxwell. She is now, so like what she's been doing lately is like sort of firing warning shots. You know that story that just came out about how Trump sent Epstein this like sexual birthday card for his 50th birthday? Who do you think that story came from?
Dropping little like nuggets.
So Ghislaine is behind bars right now going, hey, I want to tell my story. Let me testify in front of a family. Released a letter saying, I know President Trump will honor the deal that the government made previously. And she's referring to a deal where they made a deal with Epstein at the time. And they said any of Epstein's associates also are protected from any prosecution. And so that's Ghislaine saying, hey, it's illegal for me to be in prison because you guys cut a deal that said none of Epstein's associates could be in prison. And so this is her and her family dropping little hints like, naked girl and said you and Epstein have things in common. And nah, bro, I got a hell of a lot. I'll drop all that shit if you don't fucking hear me out. Which, by the way, means now her life is in danger.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Now she's threatening, like, I'll tell my whole story, bro. And there's a lot of shit. She knows everything. She knows everything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that would be the wildest thing if she got outed. You know, like if she like turns up dead one day, like that's gonna be a whole thing. But again, even if that happens, it'd just be more like fuel to this fire, and Trump would just be like, yeah, this is the most boring story. There's still nothing here. You know? Yeah,
and the crazy but here's the thing, right? So everybody who's not MAGA sees this completely for what it is, right? It's like, oh my God, Trump's
I feel like even MAGA, I feel like, is like, yo, you guys are wilding on this.
You gotta pay attention. No, see what happens is for a day or two, they allowed themselves room to be like, what the fuck is this? Fuck you. Like, release the Epstein files. But they all, at the end of the 2 days, they snap right back in line and they fall on some kind of spin. And so the spin this time is fire Pam Bondi. She's fucking everything up. Fire Dan Bongino. Fire Kash Patel. Or they say, like Alex Jones is, the Democrats rigged the Epstein files and they put Trump's name in there and they took out the Democratic names. And so that's why he's not releasing them, because he's got to tell the truth. And so they're finding a way to sort of excuse Trump and what he's doing. But there was 3 polls have come out already since this Epstein thing, and the Republican base, Trump's approval went up, not down.
That's crazy.
So he's losing. So he's every independent in the country, every like moderate in the country, every like apolitical person who barely pays attention. Those people are all going, all right, dog, this is kind of, I'm out, right? But his base is like, whatever you say, daddy. And so and Trump is literally loyalty testing them. Trump was out there smacking them across the face saying, Obama wrote the Epstein files, Hillary Clinton wrote it's a hoax, and my former supporters are going for it. If you go with this, you're not my supporter. And he's testing them, and they're falling right back in line.
So he knows that he's at least aware that some people are turning on him for this.
Well, yeah, that's why he allegedly said, or reportedly said behind the scenes, they won't shut the fuck up about it, talking about his base, how they keep talking about the Epstein files. Yeah. It's like, yeah, of course they are, because it's a international fucking sex trafficking pedo ring that's tied to Israeli intelligence. Like, of course they're going to fucking talk about it. They got dirt on every fucking powerful politician in the U.S.
I don't know if it was recent or if it was like a long time ago, but someone was at one of his rallies holding up a picture of him and Epstein.
Yes, that was from like 2016, but it went viral again on Twitter. Yeah, and you can see his face got red, and he was like, "Get him out of here."
That's got to take some balls, man, to go to one of those. Like, even like when they do the late night shit, and they like go to these Trump rallies and do these interviews with people and like kind of ask them these condescending questions. Like, imagine going to a rally with your goal of like, you know, holding up a Trump and Epstein's like photo and just having everybody ridicule you.
I don't know if I'd have the balls to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of, I mean, like, you kind of like tip the cap to these people that go and do all that shit to them.
Yeah, there's those people, the good liars, I think they're called.
Oh yeah, they're funny.
Yeah, they're good, and they do shit like that all the time. Or they'll like interview one of the MAGA people and just like humiliate them without even trying. They're good at that shit.
Have you seen? They put Trump and Epstein on it, but I wanted to ask your thoughts on the Coldplay shit. They say we know more about the Coldplay CEO than we do on like the Trump shooter. You know, more out of that than the Epstein files. Like, I just like, what are your thoughts? At first I was skeptical at first because like, yes, Coldplay's mad popular, but like it's promotion for them. This guy's company's getting mad airtime. Like it's probably not fake, but a part of me always is like, how does that happen? How in real life?
I'll tell you why it blew up. I'll tell you why it blew up. Because of their reaction, dog.
Yeah, 100%.
Because here's what those people, those like polite high society like CEO type people, here's what they don't understand right now. Shamelessness lets you get away with everything.
Yeah.
So if they put the camera on them and they both just sat there and smiled, none of it would have been a story.
Yep.
The wife wouldn't have heard shit. Nobody would have posted that bitch on social media. Nobody would have had any idea that the CEO of the company was having an affair with the HR person. Literally, the fact that you felt shame and reacted in real time, like, oh shit, we got to hide this. That's what outed you.
Bad at hiding too. Like, what are you like? And the camera stayed on them from dumb. Like, shout out to all the cameramen at baseball games, football games, concerts, because cameramans are the real one. They find all the good shit. Like, they'll always be like during the World Cup. And I'm a married man, but I can appreciate like a beautiful like female. Like Brazil will be playing like Colombia or something. The cameraman will straight always go to like the hottest women in the crowds, and there'll be like diehard fans next to them with like their faces painted. And they'll just find like a regular chick, and they'll just have the camera on them, and they'll put the score on the score. But like cameramen, they just know what's up. Like they were on them for mad long. Like any other camera person would see that they were hiding and be like, "Oh shit, let me go to like cut to." You know, camera 2, camera 3. But the producer is probably like, stay on that shot. Something's there. But like the fact to your point that they're hiding, doing all this shit makes it so like they stayed on them for so much longer.
Bro, it wouldn't have been a story if they just sat there and smiled.
Yeah.
Or they pointed and they kissed each other. They would have gotten away with it more if they kissed each other, dog.
Yeah.
Because nobody would have thought, oh, who is that guy? Oh, like they think that's his wife or that's his girlfriend. Who cares? Nobody would have looked into it, dog.
Yeah.
But because so this is what people need to understand. And I wish it wasn't like this. I wish we lived in an era where shame mattered.
Yeah.
But like shamelessness rules the day now. Like as the more shameless you are, the further you fucking go. You know?
Here's Molly's dad.
I
know, George. I said I'm a married man, but I said I can appreciate when
George, you saw my reaction, George, when he started saying that. I was like,
I can appreciate when there you go. I can appreciate a beautiful
female Corin. Yeah. By the way, I had to stop myself, but I was about to be like, I can't appreciate that. Sorry.
So yeah, like the cameramans know what they're doing. How do I like now get rid of that comment?
Just let it rock. I think it'll go away on its own.
But yeah, but here's my thing. Should that guy now, and this is like lose his job because of that? You know, like
well, so hold up. Let me make this point because I feel like this is actually kind of important. He's the CEO and she's the head of HR. So if you're a worker and you have a problem with the CEO and you go to the head of HR, now she's rigged. She's biased. She'll never rule against dude because dude is her man. And so from that perspective, it is wildly unprofessional. And like the workers are not going to get a fair shot. So like from that perspective, it's sort of like, yeah, sort of fuck you. Right.
That's a good point.
Yeah. But like if it was a different scenario where they were in two different places in the company, right? So like one of them works in accounting, one of them works in fucking sales or whatever. It's like, then it's like, whatever, who cares? That's fine. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, but like, it's wild how like there's always these moments every year. Like now there'll be a Halloween costume for them. There'll be, you know, like every baseball stadium is now has the Coldplay cam where it's like, you know, a guy and a girl on the camera and they both hide. So it's like, just funny how like history repeats itself in every situation, you know, and like there's always these moments, and it just happened so well. Like the fact he commented on it, it's just a crazy incident. Like, and it's like if you're having an affair, like go to a hotel or something. Like, why are you sitting in a suite at the Coldplay concert? Like
true.
You know, like they made it hot for themselves.
Yeah. When me and Crystal were doing our thing, we were mostly hiding, you know?
Yeah. Like that's
hiding.
That's like, I feel like old school cheating. Like that's how, like, you know, like you watch the show Cheaters, they would always find him at some shady motel or like a weary restaurant or something like that. I actually just saw a story of some girlfriend that was like, I think it was like 31 days straight or something like that. She was following him to work in the morning or something like that. And then like all the comments were like, damn, she's a real one. Like that, you know, that's loyalty. Like he should have kept her. But like, don't go to don't go to a Coldplay concert. Like I don't even, I went to a U2 concert and like low key, that shit is overrated. Like does Coldplay make good music? I know they get clowned on by like, didn't Eminem have beef with them?
No, he had beef with a bunch of other people. I don't think he had beef with Coldplay.
Oh, well, it was from a movie or something. Like I know how you know you're gay, like you listen to Coldplay or something like that. I think that was from some movie, and they kept saying that line. I think Coldplay was like the butt of the joke.
I don't honestly, off the top of my head, I can't remember any of their songs, but I'm sure they have some bangers. I mean, they're super well known. You know, like I'm sure we know like 4 or 5 of their shits if we were to hear them. You know,
I know someone saying "It's a Beautiful Day."
That's U2. That's not Coldplay.
Okay. Yeah. I went to the U2 concert and it was like I wasn't blown away. It wasn't like that cool. But Coldplay, I saw some highlights from their concert and it looks like they have like, it's one of those, yeah, like if you're a CEO of a company and like head of HR, that's the perfect like venue for you to like just go and be like mad nerdy at. But like they don't have any bangers where you're like wilding out.
Here, let's look that up.
Their effects are really good. Like they do a lot of like balloons drop from the ceiling and butterfly. Like they have a lot of good. It's like a really good show. And I feel like that's what a lot of concerts are.
I'm looking at their damn. I don't know. I'm looking at their. Oh, okay. Is this one yellow? Is that Coldplay?
Oh, yellow. Everything's yellow. No, I don't know what the fuck that is.
I was thinking, and we were yellow.
Oh, that's probably it. I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm looking at other ones. I really don't know many of these. I guess I'd have to play them, but we're not going to get a copyright strike. So yeah, I won't play them. But
I mean, our shit is choppy anyway. I don't even know how people are still like. Shout out to if you guys are still listening and if we're still choppy, because as you know, we can never figure out internet.
My shit, I think, is fine. So if your shit fucked up,
I hear you fine. So I don't know what like. Shout out to everyone that is still. Migos is greater than. I wanted to ask you this shit. I got sidetracked. So yeah. So okay. So CEO, you're okay with him being out because of the fact that it was with the HR lady?
Yeah, you can't make it so that the company's like rigged against the workers, where if they have a problem, you don't hear them out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's also weird too, navigating like what's real and what's not real, because there was mad like press releases that came out and shit was like, this isn't the accurate one. There was like an AI video of like the CEO's wife saying some shit. So it's like a horrible time, I feel like, for anything to go down, because it's just like you don't know what is a real statement. You don't know what's real from anyone. So it's like,
the next election is going to be horrible because, first of all, literally like 80% of Facebook is just fake AI bullshit.
Shit, yeah.
Just like the fakest picture you've ever seen with a fake grandma underneath being like, this is so beautiful. And it's like a picture of a turtle with horse legs or something wearing a MAGA hat. And it's like, what the
for that shit?
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Is that now we actually have fake videos and fake pictures that look good enough to fool you. And so if somebody like me or you could get fooled by that shit, imagine some 70-year-old grandma who already was like gullible, because their pictures, like I've seen, there's a lot of pictures of Epstein and Trump that are real. Yeah. And then there's also some fake ones that float around. And like they look real, but if you look closely, you'll be like, why does Epstein have 3 arms?
Yeah.
Why does this girl have 4 legs?
Yeah.
Why are there 7 fingers on this person's head? Like, but that's the thing, is like it has the vibe of looking real. And like I feel like everybody's brain is so cooked that they're just gonna think the fakest shit is real. And the dumbest, like everybody's going to live in their own alternate universe where they feel they're so sure about something and like nobody else even knows what the fuck they're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to get weird. And like, didn't AOC's like building just get vandalized? Why are people picking on AOC right now? Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that story.
Paint and vandalized her like office in the middle of the night. I think it was just like yesterday or something like that. But like, is that just normal hate on her?
I didn't see that story. I have no idea. Oh, okay. I know that. I mean, the right despises her, obviously. Like the fucking Nazis on the right hate her. Yeah. So she's always going to be a target because of them. But I know she also pissed off the left the other day because she didn't. It's kind of complicated what happened, but there was an amendment proposed to a bill that said, let's cut off the weapons to Israel because of what they're doing to Gaza. And she voted against that amendment. So in other words, so she was like okay with more weapons going to Israel, but then she voted against the whole bill. So she argued like, hey, I was against the whole bill, so what does it matter? But the lefties argued, yeah, but that specific amendment which cut off the weapons, you weren't for that. And so there were lefties who were mad at her. But I don't know if there was some vandalism shit that happened. I don't know if it would be left-wingers or right-wingers at this moment. My guess would be right-wingers just because they tend to vandalize shit more.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole vandalism shit is stupid. Like, what? I mean, like, it's just a more pain in the ass. Like, when I see the ones that get me the most tight is when they throw like paint on like the paintings or whatever like that. There was a video of like a couple that went to some museum and there was some old ass chair and the dude like sat in the chair and the shit broke. Like, it was, I forgot what the chair was, but I was like, why is the chair just accessible in the middle of the museum floor for someone to sit in that shit? And two, I mean, like, I kind of don't blame him because it's like, if I see a chair somewhere, whether that shit is old or not, I might sit on that shit. Like a bench, I'll sit on some old ass bench. I'll sit on some, like, the only benches I won't sit on, ones that's like covered in bird shit or something like that. Like anything that could like get on my pants, I won't sit on. But like if there's a chair in a museum and it looks kind of old, maybe I'd hesitate because I might be like, that might be some art piece here. But yeah,
they sat as like a prank, or they just
I think maybe it was a prank. I think like they were pretending like to sit on the piece, and then the shit broke, and they like both looked back like they were like kind of like I don't think there's any consequences for that shit.
They might at least kick you out of the museum or some shit.
Oh yeah, you'll definitely get kicked out of the museum. Yeah. All right, I want to quickly ask what your thoughts are on. I'm a little upset because I thought, I think he's got the #1 late night show, but Colbert is canceled.
Yeah. No, I'm actually pissed about this too.
With the network, you think that's the reason?
Yes. So I'm actually pissed about this too. I don't really watch Colbert like that. I used to watch him when it was the Colbert Report and he was on after Jon Stewart. I don't watch him like that, his late night show, but the reason he was fired is because the parent company is trying to get a merger approved, and Donald Trump would be the one to approve that or not. And so they're trying to like cave to Trump. They're trying to pay him money, but like basically bribe him to approve the merger. I guarantee you that management at CBS talked with Trump or his team. And one of the things Trump demanded to get the merger approved is to fire Stephen Colbert.
That's crazy.
And that's why he got fired. And they're lying about it. And they're saying, oh, it's because of his ratings or this or that. He's got the highest ratings of any of the night.
Yeah, he's the #1 late night show. Yeah,
he's the #1. He's better than Fallon, better than Kimmel, right? So they're just lying. Yep. So that's bad. And especially, ready for this? This gets worse, Corin. Guess who else is under the umbrella of Paramount, which owns CBS? Comedy Central.
Oh, so they're going after Jon Stewart and the Daily Show.
He could be next, dog. He could be next. And this is the thing, it's literally like a war on free speech. They're saying you cannot criticize the president because it gets in the way of business.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because like they've been going extreme. Like when on his Monday night show, he did a whole segment like getting at Paramount, getting at CBS. So like,
yeah, I covered that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they go after him next. That's wild. That's on some like, what is it, North Korea?
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Some North Korea shit where it's like you can't even speak bad about the government.
And that sends the message to the other networks. No matter what you do, don't fucking criticize Trump too harshly because we'll come after you. We'll find a way to come after you. We'll find a way to fine you. We'll find a way to reject your merger. We'll find a way to raise your taxes. We'll find a way to take your subsidies away. We will find a way to get back at you if you criticize this guy too aggressively, and we're not okay with it. And so it's horrible because in this moment, Trump is acting the craziest he's ever acted. And now you got the media system buckling. At least in the first term, they were fighting back to one extent or another, right? Yeah. Even if I disagree with exactly how they were doing it, at least they were doing it.
Yep.
This time it's like Trump is like muzzling people as he's fucking building concentration camps and starting a trade war and bombing Iran and invading Los Angeles and like destroying the social safety net. Like, it's crazy, dog, what's happening. It's so crazy.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go after like Jimmy Kimmel. Like Jimmy Kimmel goes at him just as hard as like
harder. I'd say harder than
harder. Yeah. So I mean, like,
but I guess but he's part of what, ABC? ABC. ABC doesn't have a merger in front of the government that they're trying to get approved at the moment.
It's wild that Trump controls, like he's the approver of that, or like he has.
Yeah, it's his FCC that would approve it. And the guy who runs the FCC is handpicked by Trump, and Trump is
Yeah.
going to tell the guy approve it or don't approve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's so wild.
I know, it's like, and it's like Game of Thrones. Remember King Joffrey in Game of Thrones?
No.
Like this psychotic, petulant little fucking weasel 12-year-old who ruled the kingdom and was like total arrogant asshole. Like that's Trump. Trump is just King Joffrey, but old and fat.
Wasn't King Joffrey also from Coming to America?
I don't think so.
I think he was like
was he?
King Joffrey Jeffrey or something like that.
I thought there was only one King Joffrey.
No, I think King Joffrey was Coming to America.
All right, let me type in King Joffrey Coming to America. You're right. King Jaffe, King Jaffe Joffer, actually.
Oh, okay.
King Joffrey is the weasel boy from Game of Thrones, who was the most hateable fucking. That guy played the character so good. He's a genius, you have to say, because he's so fucking hateable. It's amazing.
Well,
Bless you.
I feel like all those characters on Game of Thrones were like phenomenal, right? Didn't they?
Yeah.
Super love.
Yeah, they casted him well. They really did.
Yeah, and so it's a wrap on that, right? They did Game of Thrones and they did like Dragons of Dungeons and all that shit.
So they did Game of Thrones and now they're doing House of the Dragon.
Oh,
and
House of the Dragons is still going.
It's House of the Dragon is still going, and I believe they're working on the next season right now as we speak.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, we like it. We like it a lot.
But yeah, the Colbert shit is crazy to me because I'll always tune into Colbert. I think when I go to select a late night show, just because I watch TV late at night, I'll always click on his shit. And like, he definitely is different from when he was on his Comedy Central days. He's like kind of went more mainstream, and he's like pushed back on a lot of like politicians that like, he pushed back on Jon Stewart with that whole coronavirus shit. You remember that?
I do remember that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like kind of like made himself look like a fool because he was like shutting down everything he said. So like he's kind of like a little different than when he was on Comedy Central. I feel like he, was more free with whatever he was saying over there. But the fact that he's off the air is kind of like, you can tell it wasn't his choice. And I think the news came like a day after or 2 days after he like spoke badly about that.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, no, I actually feel bad for him. I hope he lands on his feet. I hope he finds a way to do something that he enjoys, because that shit was fucked up, man. The way that they did him dirty. Yeah. And like, again, it all comes back to he criticizes Trump. So they're like, sorry, you're hurting our business model. You're hurting the bottom line. We don't care that your ratings are good. You got to go.
And it's always wild to see just like what someone does next, because when you don't have that platform of like a major show or something like that, and someone tries to start out their own shit, it never does as well. There was a lot of like ESPN people. The one reporter who got into politics, she went to like CNN after ESPN. You know what I'm talking about? She went on HBO.
Oh, Sage Steele?
Sage Steele, but there was another girl too.
I don't remember.
Well, whatever. She tried to do her own show. I think it was like on HBO, and it just like never popped off. So it's like, it's kind of like if Stephen A. Smith ever lost his job with ESPN, I'd be curious if like he'd get his same following. Chris Cuomo was like, wasn't he like the number one host? Or Fox News had Bill O'Reilly was like the number one guy. Then he went and did his own shit, and it was nothing. So it's like, it's interesting to see how popular these guys are when they have the like backing of these major like news stations. But then when they go and try and do their own shit, it's like a complete and total flop. People are like, we don't fuck with you. Like, you're there. Yeah. That's why we watch you, but you go do your own shit and we don't fuck with you anymore.
Yeah, that's why he's in a tough position, because the format of his show was like the most canned, prepared shit possible.
Yep.
And like, if you were to try to launch a podcast, it's like, you got to be a different dude. You got to open up. You got to be authentic. You can't just do these like, here's a 5-minute interview with some fucking asshole celebrity that nobody cares about,
Does Bill O'Reilly have his own shit?
He does some YouTube shit now. He has his own YouTube shit now.
Does he get views?
He does okay. I'd say he does okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the one guy still have the YouTube show? He's like a black dude that always calls people beta.
Oh, Jesse Lee Peterson. Yeah, I think he still does YouTube shit.
That guy's been doing it since '88.
Yeah, actually, Kanye was at one of his. He's like a pastor too, Jesse Lee Peterson.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's like a pastor too, and Kanye was at one of his like pastor things, at one of his church things, and he was like actually asking him questions and shit. It was kind of crazy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a video of it on YouTube where Kanye's looking at this like psychopath for fucking wisdom.
Yeah, that's such a weird one. Oh, and then one that's done. I think Tucker Carlson's joint has done it right. I saw Sagar went on his thing to talk about the Epstein files, or like they probably spoke about a bunch of shit. But Tucker Carlson does his joint on X, right?
I think so. Yep, I think that's right.
And he's doing well.
Yeah, he's got solid right wing audience. You know, he's got a lot of them.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you also, did you see that Uno is being added as a table game in Las Vegas?
No, I didn't know that.
They're officially adding Uno as a table game in Las Vegas.
Wow, that's crazy. Because that's a game you like play with the kids and shit, you know?
Uno's like, yeah, it's like literally adding like Go Fish or like War, like Vegas Vacation to the casino.
That is kind of War at the casino is wild, bro. Because it's like total luck, like no skill.
I mean, yeah, but that's like every game there.
Nah, poker's got.
Yeah,
that takes skill. There's certain things that take skill, you know.
Well,
even blackjack. Blackjack has strategy, as you know.
I feel like there's got to be some strategy to or someone will find it to Uno at the
but casino. Not to War. War is just the luck of the draw with the jack.
War's the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
But do they? I don't know if they officially have that as like a real Vegas game.
No, I don't think so. That'd be crazy. Somebody betting on that would be crazy.
All right, let me ask you, because last week I didn't ask. It was Patreon had a question of how we first met. I think we spoke about this, but Ashley asked, and that was I think we met officially in Mr. Marriott's class, right?
It was definitely middle school. So I guess 6th grade, right?
Yeah.
So the beginning of middle school.
Yeah.
And yeah, we definitely had Mr. Marriott's class together. That was our Jamaican math teacher.
Yeah.
And it was me, you, and Bobby were in that class.
Yeah.
We were like the class clowns. I sucked at math. I never fucking was good at math. So I was like mentally checked the fuck out in that class.
Yep.
And we would just like have fun and shit. But yeah, I mean, that's certainly my first like memory of meeting you and knowing you would be in that class. But was it actually in that class? I don't know. That's tough. Maybe not, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we could have officially met somewhere else, but it kind of like strengthened our relationship in that class because you sat on one side by the window, I was over by the door.
Yep.
I feel like we would just fuck around. Like Mr. Marriott would always just like his head would be like ping ponging back because I feel like we would be like talking across the room, you know?
Yeah, it would be you on that side. I think it was me and Bobby on the other side by the window, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was back window, me and Bobby, other side you. Yeah, I remember that, man. That's crazy that my brain still remembers being in Mr. Marriott's class. Damn.
Well, that was like I went up to Cortland this weekend where I went to college, and I played in a golf tournament. Low key, I kind of played all right. I
saw you sent me a video. You stuck the shot to like 5 feet. That's what's up.
Yeah, I had a really good shot on a par 3, and I played with one ball the whole time.
Damn, let's go, bro.
That was like my biggest, like, granted, the course was like open. So like, you know, you couldn't like really lose it in the woods too much where if it went off, you could find it on like the next hole. But one ball was a Green Bay Packers ball that like, I might put some money on the Packers because like it held me down the whole course. But there was this old guy who drove around and we were like at the snack bar on whatever halfway they have like the snack, whatever shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulled up and it was me and Dean and he pulled up and he was like, I remember you. And I was like, yeah, you kind of look familiar. He was like, yeah, I'm like a history teacher. I was like, oh shit. Like, and like, not like I didn't play him or anything, but I was literally like, I don't remember like walking into his class and like doing a history class. Like my memory is so fogged from just like, I have memories of being in Mr. Marriott's class and like an exact memory of him walking up to my desk and like showing me a problem or some shit. But then like, I don't remember this guy. Like it's just like totally erased from my memory. Like I don't remember middle school. Like you spoke about The Rock. He just put a video on his Instagram. He went back to his middle school, and he's like telling stories. He's like, "Yeah, I remember. Like I was a class clown." And it's like, I think you're making all this shit up, dog. You're older than me. How do you remember this?
No, I think you're right. I think there's something to that. Like. I do have some memories from when we were in middle school. Like I remember bits and pieces and shit, but there's a time in the middle that like I fucking lost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I'll tell you a story. So somebody reached out to me and basically said like, I was your professor at Iona. Like, I want you to come speak about this, or this, or whatever.
Oh, that's kind of dope.
Right. And so I swear, Corin, I spent a fucking week, dog, looking at the person's name, looking at their picture, going, who the fuck is this, bro?
That's how I felt with this teacher, bro.
But I was like, who is this dog? I don't know. And so I couldn't. And then it hit me like a week and a half later. I was like, oh, it's that guy, because the way he looked now, the way he looked now was a little different, and the name wasn't hitting, and the face looked different, and so I wasn't even able to piece it together. And to your point, right? Like Mr. Marriott, I remember. Me and you and Bobby in that class, I remember.
Yep.
It's almost like the further back you go, the more I got. But then there's time in the middle, like this college area, like in around college. It's just a fucking haze, bro.
A haze, like
weird how that works, right? You would think if anything, you'd remember more that shit more 100%. Than the further back shit, you know?
I took a class. It was a statistics class at Cortland, and it was me and my boy Jay. And I remember being in the class with him. I remember the class being OD hard. Like everyone got like 20s on it was like the toughest math class ever. And the teacher, very similar to Mr. Marriott, like African, like from like an African country, like very, very hard, like accent to understand. And he's teaching you this math shit that was impossible. But I don't remember what he looks like. I don't remember like anything else about that shit. Even if I try to wrap my brain around it. And to your point, it's like, that was more recent than middle school. So like, I don't remember any other teachers. Like I saw a couple other professors who I did remember, and they started naming names of other people. And I was like, don't remember it. You know, they're like, you don't remember this class and this thing. I was like, honestly, no. Like and I was there for 2 years. So like, I don't remember any of those classes. I don't remember shit I learned. So it's like, you pay all that money for college and you don't remember shit. Maybe that's just me. Maybe other kids remember more, but I feel like it's just such a blip that like it goes by so fast that you just forget all that shit.
I feel like when you're a kid, the shit feels like it matters more.
Yeah, like, yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
Like everything you're doing, you're like, damn, I'm doing something. And like, I'm going to remember this. Like, this is what I'm doing. But then as you get older, it starts and like one day blends into the next day and everything feels the same. And you're just like, none of this fucking matters.
Bro, there used to be kids in middle school and high school that like legit would never go to class. Like never. Like there was just those kids.
True.
Never went. And you would see them occasionally in the hallway, or you'd see them like out at Chicken Joe's or like one of these spots. And I'd be like, how are you going to be a functioning human being? Like you're missing school like a lot, man. And I would always just be like, this kid's going to be homeless and not know anything. But like everyone's all right. You know, like I would always think that it was the most important thing to go to like class in middle school and high school. Meanwhile, there's kids that like never went.
I remember when kids they would go to, I think it was called BOCES. It's like the trade school
BOCES.
shit.
Yeah.
And it would be a lot of those kids that you're talking about where like the traditional learning environment, it was like, nah, that's not good. But then they'd go and learn how to be a fucking electrician or a plumber.
Yep.
And those motherfuckers are probably more stable today than most of the people who stayed in class, bro.
100%. And they would get clowned on the most too. It would be like, oh, you're going to BOCES? Like,
yeah.
Nah. But like, meanwhile.
Now they're making $100K a year. They got a nice house. They're chilling, you know?
So did you ever get back to that professor, or did you hit him with some like, I don't know who you are, dog?
I don't remember what happened.
Oh, you didn't even like hit him back on some shit?
No, because for so long I couldn't figure out who he was. And I was like, I know my brain is bad. I know it's not this bad. That like I'm like forgetting a fucking professor, but later on it hit me and I think I just like let it go at that point.
Damn.
So anyway, to that guy, I apologize.
He's definitely watching this shit like, yo, that was me. But no, if that history teacher hit me with that same email and was like, hey, it's professor, whatever, you know, I had you for history. I would have same exact boat that you're going through. I would have looked him up, saw his picture and have been like, I don't know this guy, man. Like, I don't know the name. I don't know his photo. And it would have took me weeks. Like, because it even in person, like he was a lot older, but he was old when I had him. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, he looks familiar. And he's telling me I was in his class. So I was probably in his class. And
it's like, kind of shout out to him for remembering you.
Yeah, he was a real one too.
Because if I was a teacher, there ain't no fucking way I would remember somebody from 2010 or 2009 in a class where I teach fucking probably 25 kids in a class, every class for fucking years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that's amazing that he remembers you.
You see what CY?
Bro, get back to that professor. I don't even know how he messaged me or what. Like, I don't know, bro.
You could probably change mad lives, man, but you're just on some like, nah, fuck that professor. I don't remember. All right. Willow asked, and this is a hot topic right now because we have a conversation in our chat thread going about the snack wrap, and it's kind of different from when we did our. We didn't do the tour while the snack wrap was back. I don't remember what year we did the tour.
2017, 18-ish.
Okay. So not too far.
No, it was gone though. It was gone by then, I think. Yeah.
What will we get if we did the tour again in 2025?
Good question. So the trick to the tour is you have to be incredibly conservative at every place you go. That's the trick. They changed the chicken, Matt Turner said. That's right. That's actually Bobby under an alias is saying that in our chat right now.
One of our boys is so upset because he says
he's saying the same shit, bro.
Juicy.
He's like, fuck this chicken. Give me back the old.
Here's what I would say. Molly said that the first snack wrap she got, she said the chicken was banging and it was crispy. And now, granted, she hadn't had it since 2016, so maybe just delusionally she thought it was crispier. But
no, it's different. I'll tell you what.
Different chicken, right?
I'll tell you why it's different because it wasn't one piece of chicken back in the past. They would have like 3 or 4 pieces of chicken in that bitch. Now it's like one long piece of chicken.
It's just one, and it is kind of flat.
Yeah, and it's just different. Like it's just different. It tasted delicious. I liked it, but it's not the same as the original snack wrap, which is the same shit as the old school crispy chicken is never coming back, no matter how much I want it to come back. The old school crispy chicken sandwich is gonzo. Yeah. But to answer the person's question, let me think.
Yeah.
So I think fries at McDonald's is the safest play. Get small fries at McDonald's, right? Yeah.
It's one thing from 5 different places.
I think that's right.
Yeah, I think that's what we went. One thing off the menu, 5 different places.
Right. So you go McDonald's, you go small fries. You go at Wendy's, you get a junior bacon cheeseburger because those are kind of small, actually, like legitimately kind of small.
The cheese and the bacon can fuck you up. Like you want to kind of keep shit simple.
But I would argue that is simple enough. Like it's so. I don't know the last time you had a junior bacon cheeseburger, but that bitch is small. Like it's almost like a slider at this point. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So I got to go that from Wendy's. Shit from Burger King. That's a tough one, right? That's a tough. I guess. What would you say from Burger King?
You can't go burger again. You can't go fries. I think their fries are super filling at Burger King.
True.
Like they're very thick and potato-y.
True.
I mean,
nuggets. Got to go nuggets, right?
I feel like it's got to be some nuggets. I was gonna say the chicken fries, but the multiplicity of them, like having multiple, kind of fuck up your 5 piece. Because eating that is almost like you're eating 5 more different things. Yep. So like getting if I don't know if they do like a 4-piece nuggets or something like that, but Burger King might be the tough one where if you're allowed to get a soda in it, you might just like bag out your soda right there,
That's true. Yeah, that's true. And then we're missing Taco Bell, which the problem with Taco Bell is all their shit is banging, but it's heavy. Like a gordita crunch is heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
You can't get a fucking Crunchwrap Supreme. That shit is heavy as fuck. You can't get a Catalina taco shit. That shit is heavy as fuck. You almost got to get like a regular ass beef taco.
Just a regular soft taco. And Alexander, I kind of fuck with this take, man. For some reason, I feel like BK has fallen off hard body.
It's true. BK they struggle. Like I'll defend the Whopper. I'll defend the Whopper on some shit. Like most of the time I get a Whopper, it's always like, it's pretty good. But you stray at all from just a Whopper on that menu and you are rolling the fucking dice hard, bro.
It gets weird. They try to get funky and do like these barbecue, like onion burger shits, but like I feel like they're missing the mark a lot. And a lot of their collabs is with some weary, like, the new movie that's coming out. It's like the dragon that has fire and all this shit. Like you're not even doing dope collabs. Like McDonald's fucks with like good ass company. Like they do some Pokemon shit. They do like real shit. Burger King's like How to Teach a Dragon combo. It's like we don't even fuck with that movie. So like, why are you putting that on like a burger? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's true. They're sort of like they're putting themselves in the second-rate position. You know what I'm saying?
Like you're picking like Subway at least did a collab with Happy Gilmore too. And I don't even fuck with Subway anymore, but I'm like, they kind of killed it with that shit.
I actually have Subway a decent amount, believe it or not. I have it a decent amount.
Really? Still? Because they came out, they had like rubber meat rubber in their
and the bread has some shit in it that's like in rubber mats or whatever. It's true. But we have it.
Dismiss that shit. It's like,
what are you gonna do, bro? But it's like right next to a place where Crystal is all the time. And so if there's no time to make dinner or whatever, she'll just be like, you want Subway? And it's like, sure, why not?
This changes the nuggets from Burger King because I feel like Wendy's that's the nugget move.
It's true, but I love the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, dog. Like I'm a big fan of that.
Of the Junior Bacon Cheese. Yeah.
Like I genuinely enjoy a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger from Wendy's. I feel like Wendy's is on point with that shit.
You wouldn't swap the because Burger King could hit you with a Junior Bacon burger and then get the nuggets from Wendy's.
It's not gonna be as good, man.
It won't be as good.
Yeah, like, and I can't get what I really want from BK, which is a Whopper, because that shit is gigantic, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Burger King does have a dope soda machine. They have that shit that hits you with like those, like you can mix like cherry.
Yeah. I like those things. Yeah.
You were the OG original ones on that one.
Yeah. Facts.
All right. So that was that. Vinny said he loves when you're talking hoops, and Kyle bringing up Yabusele on the show is elite basketball knowledge. So shout out to you for that.
I fucking love that guy, man. Yabusele's awesome.
Yabusele.
I remember watching him playing with the Sixers like last year and going, this guy's underrated, bro. He had to fill in for Embiid because Embiid's hurt because he's always fucking hurt with his knees. Hurt. And I remember watching Yabusele going, first of all, that dude is gigantic. Second of all, he still moves good, even though he's really tall and kind of heavy.
Yep.
He can yam it on people and he can shoot. And so I was like, this dude, I like this dude. And then when I heard the Knicks picked him up, I was like, yes, that's a good pickup right there.
Yep. What do you get from Subway? I'm curious.
So it depends. They actually have, I know this sounds crazy, but if you try it, I promise you it's banging. They have a great meatball sub.
Oh, no, yeah, I know the meatball sub.
It's good, but I didn't like when I first had the Subway meatball sub, but before I took my first bite, I was like, this is going to be whack as fuck. Yeah. But then I bit it and I was like, this is really good, bro. The sauce is good. The meatball is good. Like the shit is good.
Here's my thing with the meatball sub. And I've always like, I don't blame the worker. They're just doing this is a good one too. I get American cheese on it, but then sometimes they'll ask me if I want lettuce on it. Do we put lettuce on a?
I don't put lettuce on it. No, I don't put lettuce on it. No.
Okay, but the chicken teriyaki is low key banging from.
It's good. I haven't had it in a hot minute, but the sweet onion chicken teriyaki is banging. I remember liking it. But if I don't get the meatball, I get the chicken bacon ranch shit. But shout out to that dude because I might get a sweet onion chicken teriyaki next time again.
Yep. So who was that? This is my guy Andrew, man. He's the OG real one.
Yeah, shout out to Andrew because that's a great idea, and I totally forgot about that sandwich.
What was I gonna say? Fuck. Yeah, no, I missed the nostalgia of the $5 footlongs, the dollar menu. Like it's like they try to make different variations of it now, but they make it with the wackest shit. They're like, buy 3 cookies, get it for $1. Like it's shit that nobody wants that they're hitting you with all the deals for. And it kind of gets me tight that we're not in this nostalgia. Like you should just always keep the Arizona iced tea model of like 99-cent iced tea. Subway should always have a $5 footlong. That was your fucking staple. Like that was your shit. True. Always have that option.
There was nothing like going to McDonald's and knowing like I'm gonna get 3 shits off the dollar menu.
Yeah.
And that shit is gonna cost nothing, bro. Like, that shit is nothing.
And now it's like they don't even have those options anymore, man.
Yeah, it's true.
You're gonna love this question. My man Eldon. Can you get Kyle's take on Scotty Scheffler's dominance?
He's a beast, bro. He's a beast. So there was this thing floating around Twitter where it talked about like Scotty in this stretch was basically had like the same win rate as Tiger in one of his stretches, right?
Yep.
And that speaks to how amazing Scotty is playing right now. However, I will point out, as one of Tiger's #1 fans, the years they're comparing it was like Tiger Woods 2002 to 2005 versus Scotty in this recent stretch. The problem with that analysis is that was not Tiger's prime. Those are Tiger mid-years. Tiger's prime was like 1999 to 2002. That's one prime, right? Specifically 01 and 2000 were off the fucking charts, right? Yep. But he also had a second prime of like 06 to 08, right? And then you could even argue a third prime in 2012, 2013, but that he didn't win any majors in that time frame, so it's a little different. But in order to make the comparison with Tiger work, you have to go to Tiger's mid-years, like his like slump type years. And so that really goes to show you how dominant Tiger really was. Yeah. That now everybody's losing their shit about Scotty Scheffler because he's playing amazingly, and he is, by the way. He's playing amazing. Now he's just one major away from winning the Grand Slam. So shout out to him. But that goes to show you that somebody else at their absolute fucking best, it still is like one of Tiger's like slump periods, and we're amazed by it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Scotty, but here's the thing. Does Scotty have the potential to maybe next year have a Tiger year in the sense that like in, what was it, 2000 or 2001, Tiger won 9 tournaments, dog, in 1 year.
Yeah.
1 year. That's almost like every tournament he fucking played, he won.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Like he played maybe 12 tournaments and won fucking 9 of them. Does Scotty have that potential? Absolutely. He can do that. Absolutely. The way he's playing right now, because he didn't even play amazing. And he beat these guys by quite a few. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that reminds me of Tiger. Like Tiger, he used to like spray his driver all over the place, but then somehow make a birdie or par. And you're like, how the fuck did he just, and then you'd like blink and look up and it's like, he's leading by 7. And you're like, I just saw him hit it OB 2 holes ago. How is he leading by 7? I saw him hit it 2 fairways over and have to fucking hoist a pitching wedge over the tree. How's he doing it? So, but it's very, very impressive. And don't take my word for it. You know what, golfers playing really well when the other golfers start saying shit like, man, he's on another level right now. Like we can't, like you heard Rory McIlroy was out there like, he's just playing different. Like we can't, there's nothing we could do right now.
Yeah. And how old is Scheffler?
Scotty, I think is 29.
Oh, damn.
He's 29.
He looks a lot older. I feel like golfers look like
he
Rory,
does.
whatever Rory's age was when he won the Masters. Like they said his age, and Molly was like, damn, he looks a lot older than that shit. Because Rory's like 35 or something.
Yeah. So, Rory's like close to our age. But here's another interesting fact that they showed. I believe it was like the time it took between Tiger winning his first major and his 4th major was like 1,197 days.
Yeah, wasn't it the same distance or some shit?
And so the amount of time between Scotty also winning his first major to his 4th major was 1,197 days. So in other words, once Tiger started winning majors, that's how long it took. Once Scotty started winning majors, that's how long it took. So Scotty started winning them later than Tiger, but it's the same amount of time that he's won this many majors. So, I mean, at this point, it seems like a foregone conclusion that Scotty's going to get the career Grand Slam. Like, if Rory was able to get that shit, fighting all those years to win the fucking Masters and finally doing it, I think Scotty's going to win it within the next 2 or 3 years, probably.
100%. Yeah. What does he need for the Grand Slam?
I think he needs the U.S. Open now. Let me look.
Yeah. Well, he won the British joint. He just
what major does Scotty Scheffler need to win the career Grand Slam? Let's see. U.S. Open. That's right. And he could, I mean, his game is perfect for U.S. Open. Perfect.
Yeah. All right. How are you on time? You good to answer? Because I have to get to some of these super chats.
Yeah. Jump into the super. I got like 30 minutes left. So if you want to like rapid fire the super chats, we can try to answer them as thoroughly but as quickly as we can. Okay.
From Globe99, still on the Patreon. Were you a Pokemon guy? It said your top 5 Pokemon each.
So I was a Pokemon guy, but I must admit, since my Pokemon days, my Pokemon knowledge has basically dwindled to like 0.
That's just Pokemon go to the polls.
So I will tell you that I started with Squirtle, who became Blastoise, right?
Yeah.
That's who I started with. I'll give you that information.
Squirtle, I think there was a middle one and then Blastoise.
Squirtle. Right.
Bulbasaur?
The middle one.
No, that was
no. Bulbasaur is like the plant
shit.
one.
Yeah.
Bulbasaur, yeah. And then there's Charizard, Charmander, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's who I started with, and I'll say that I remember I love the Pokemon cards. I used to go to this place called Squiggy's. Get these like Pokemon cards, and the one I always wanted so bad was one of the like sparkly Mewtwo cards, and I never got that sparkly ass Mewtwo.
That was a banger.
Yeah, I used to torture my mom and be like, "Can we go to fucking Squiggy's and make her get me like a $20 or $50 Pokemon card?"
Yeah,
my mom be like, "Fine, whatever."
Yo, whoever had those stores back in the day probably made so much money off little kids just coming in there with like a $50 bill and just being like, "Can I buy this?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, sure, you could buy this fucking card. It costs
worth like 10 cents," and they're like, "Give me $50 for it," you know.
Yeah, I still have all my shits, and I just looked up actually at the county center. I think August like 16th through the 18th, they have a card show, so I might roll through. And I think I have them right here. Peep this real quick.
Your Pokemon cards? Oh shit! Yeah, I have a little book myself, but it's not with me at the moment. But if I go through that, that's nostalgia, baby. That's real nostalgia,
bro. I got this book dumb long ago. I don't know if I did a video on it yet. But like,
Pokemon trading card game.
bro,
Yeah, let's go.
like,
Yep, I have
really?
that same shit, bro. I have that
Like-
same shit. That's
like-
nostalgia right now. I'm feeling nostalgia. I'm getting
Like
nostalgia burst, dog.
the Charizards,
Yeah, those are on point, dog. Those are on point.
Venusaur, like these are official joints, man.
Those are official. Those were,
Japanese joints.
that's one of those shits where they might hit you with that's $25 or $50 back in the day. Like they'd have that in the case under the glass.
Zapdos first edition, like that's like one of the toughest shits like to get.
Let's go, bro. Yeah, I love those things, man. I love Pokemon cards.
I think, I'm about to hit you with some shit. It's not the holographic, but this is gonna take you back. This is the shit you wanted, dog.
Oh my god.
Well, that's Mew. You want?
That's just Mew. I want a Mewtwo. That was like the number one. Back when we did Pokemon, when it like first came out, everybody Mewtwo was the top of the top shit.
Bro.
I know they probably changed it since then. Oh my god, bro. Is that a sparkly Mewtwo?
It's not sparkly, but it's
yeah, what did they call it? They called them the holographic ones, or the ones that are shiny? Is that what they called them?
Holographics. Yeah, the Charizard is like the OG one.
Man, that's nostalgia right there. That made me feel good. It took me back to being a kid right there.
But my shit is like, I'm always like, I feel like they're worth a good amount of money, like some of those Charizards, but if you get them graded, they're worth a lot more. But like, you got to pay to get them graded. You got to ship them away. Like, you got to do a whole bunch of shit.
What does graded mean?
Like, they put it in like, they tell you like the quality of your card. Like, there's no bent corners. Like the spacing between the side is a certain way. So some of the shit is even out of your control.
Wow.
But then they say like this card is graded like a 9 out of 10, which means like there's no,
it's worth more.
It's worth more. There's no scratches on the pictures or anything like that. So then you increase the value of your card by so much more. So like,
damn,
that's where I'm torn is like, do I just sell the card as is, or do I go to the extra mile and get that shit graded, which like is a whole process. You got to
that seems like too much work, to be honest. Just whatever it's worth.
But I think they do grading at card shows, so I'm gonna go to the county center shit and see maybe.
That's what's up. Graded. I love that. That's what's up.
Okay. Casey said, Kyle, Tim Dillon has Alex Jones on his podcast.
Oh my god, those two.
Yeah,
I'm so sick of them, bro. I'm so sick of them. They're coping so hard over Trumping in the Epstein files. Yeah, like Alex is out there like the Democrats rigged it and Barack Obama wrote it, and they're trying to make Trump look guilty, but he's not guilty. So Alex is out there flat out lying. You have Tim Dillon's dumbass was out there pretending like Trump won't release the files because he's afraid that they'll kill him. He's afraid that they'll kill him. And it's like, no, he's in the files, you fucking assholes.
I thought Tim Dillon was like smarter than that, man. Like, why is he like...
why I'm so upset about it is because he is smart. He's charismatic. He's funny. He's smart. Yeah. But like, just like all these other Rogan sphere assholes, they like went right wing and they snuggled up to Trump and JD Vance. And now they're in this untenable position where they're like friends with JD Vance and friends with Kash Patel, the head of the FBI. And so now they feel like I want to run cover for these people as they fucking lie about the Epstein files to everybody's fucking face. And the fact that Tim Dillon and Alex Jones won't just say Trump is in the fucking Epstein files, he's guilty, means I have zero interest in what the fuck they have to say. They're just liars. They're just liars.
Yeah, I don't get that. All right, here are some of the super chats. Let's roll through. I appreciated Kyle's. Do you want to read them? Or do you want
I appreciated Kyle's bidet talk on the Majority Report. I don't want to electrocute my butthole either. Sam Cedar on KKF. Would love to have Sam on KKF. I feel like the only reason we haven't yet to this point is that I think we record it at about the same time he does his show. So that's the only reason why. But I would love to have him on. We'd love to have Emma Vigland on too. We've reached out already, and so that's in the works.
Isn't Emma a homie of your guys?
Yeah, Emma's awesome. We love Emma.
Oh, but she does the show with him at the same time or some shit?
Yeah, she does, but she doesn't do it every day. Whereas, I guess he doesn't do it every day either. But the day we record, I think he does do it. But we'll figure it out. We'll get them both on come hell or high water.
Yeah, I remember we saw him in an elevator in one of the cities we were in.
Yeah, Politicon.
Yeah.
We were at some Politicon event. He looks so much younger than he is.
Yeah. How old is he?
Westchester versus New York City. Listening to Kyle since 2013. Shout out, Brandon. Me personally, I'm not a city guy.
Yeah, same.
The further I can get from a city, the happier I am. I like being rural. If I can't be rural, I like being suburban. If I can't be suburban, then I'll be city. But hopefully the city is not too crowded. That's why I'm like the only person on earth that likes DC more than New York City. Because DC is a city, but it's also not as insanely packed as New York City is.
Yeah.
And it's also a little cleaner overall. So, so my answer would be Westchester versus New York City.
Yeah, same. I'm Westchester too. And to your DC point, I was in DC I kind of like the vibe was a little weird for me in DC. Like
It's a weird vibe. It's a weird vibe. I'll grant you that.
It's just like there was a political vibe, but then also like a historic vibe, and then like there was like a gangster vibe. It was just like a strange dynamic. And I remember like Kansas City, I was there. There was nobody downtown. That shit was like a ghost town. But maybe now it's a little bit more with the Chiefs and shit popping off in that city. But yeah, I'm Westchester too. I'm the same. Like I don't like noise. I don't like the thought of like a loud car alarm going off in the middle of the night. That like won't shut off, people yelling, screaming, all that shit. So yeah, Westchester, I think. Great.
It's funny because I always say like, when no matter what city I'm in, I'm like, oh, this feels like a smaller New York City, or this feels like a tighter New York City, or this feels like a less populated New York City. Every city to me is like a different version of New York City because New York City is what I have to work off of, you know?
Yep.
How the surgery went. I hope the surgery went well. I think Scotty Scheffler has a legitimate shot of reaching 10 plus major. The answer to that question is yes. He has a legitimate chance. But I will say, got to be careful because Jordan Spieth went on that crazy run in like 2015. And everybody was like, he's the next Tiger.
Yep.
Jason Day went on a crazy run in 2016 where it was looking like, damn, is he ever going to stop losing? Rory went on that crazy run in 2014. Like we've had these moments from time to time where it's like, damn, this person might be off on the next Tiger shit. And then the difference between Tiger and these guys is Tiger was able to keep it up for 20 fucking years. And these guys have a run of like 2 years, 3 years max. And then they sort of taper off. But to be fair to Scotty, I genuinely think that his run has been more impressive than even Spieth's run when he was having it. It was more impressive than Rory's run when he had it. Yep. So I definitely think there's a chance, but there's a lot of work to do to get there. That's what I'll say to that. And the surgery did go great. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. And I mean, can I break this news? But you're going to do like some type of video showing just like the whole process?
Yeah, Crystal like recorded the surgery. And so I'll do a video where I explain everything I went through and also put in some of the clips from the surgery and let everybody see what it's like. Because I feel like it's worth it, bro. It's worth it. I feel like if you did it, you would not regret it. You'd save a lot of money too in the long run because 100%. I think when they told me how much it was, I was like, that can't be right. Like you guys are undercharging me. It was less than $3,000 total for both eyes. And I was like, I didn't question it. Because I was like, I thought for sure this bitch was at least $3,000 per eye, that I was going to pay $6,000. But I don't know if I got some sort of discount and they didn't realize it or they undercharged me or whatever the fuck. But I was like, what? And I will say also the day I went, it's his surgery day. Like he schedules all his surgeries for this day. And it was me. And there was a dude that was in there before me. There was a person that went in there after me. And I remember like talking to them, and it was just so crazy that like here we are, we're both getting our eyes fixed on the same fucking day. What are the chances of that? Like almost at the exact same time. Yeah, and they were telling me what it was like for them, and I was telling them what it was like for me. So it was kind of cool. But yeah, you save a shitload of money in the long run. The amount of money I've spent on glasses, the amount of money on contacts, on eye doctor's appointments, like now it's like I don't even got to worry about any of that shit anymore, bro.
So what are you gonna frame your glasses? Like, is there something like you gotta like put those shits in a case, throw them on the wall, or like make a mural out of that shit?
I'm not gonna frame them, but I am a nostalgic dude, and some of the people leave their glasses at the surgery place, and I was like, nah, I can't. I want to.
Hell no.
I want to like bro. I've had bad eyesight since second fucking grade. Like, this is a nostalgia piece now. Like, I'm a nostalgic dude. This is a nostalgia piece. Like, I got my middle school glasses in that bitch. I'll show all the stuff in the video when I do it.
Yeah, that's one I feel like. That'd be a tough one to just be like, yeah, keep my shits here. Like, no, like you need to take those with him. But I'm the same as you. Like, I think it's pretty cool when you come across the same path as like someone else coming up to the eyeglass place the same day you're getting your shits done.
Yeah, I was like, this is so crazy. We're getting it done at the same time.
Any thoughts?
Kyle, updated thoughts on Kratom? No, I still love it. I'm still a big fan of Kratom. Love it.
That's
the green powdery shit that helps me focus.
Oh, but how are you doing with your nicotine shit? How's the
So that was rough, bro. It was quitting the caffeine and quitting the nicotine.
Yep.
That shit was rough.
Yeah, but I know you said like your thoughts were foggy and shit. Have you gotten better, or have you doing?
I've definitely gotten better. The more time goes by, the better I am. So like the first like 3 or 4 days, I didn't want to eat shit. Like my body did not want to eat anything. I had to force myself to eat after quitting caffeine and nicotine. Like my body was just like, what the fuck is going on? I don't understand. Shut everything down. And so I didn't want to eat. I'd have to force myself to eat. I had severe brain fog.
Yeah.
And I also had like this fucking like underlying anxiety all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking horrible. And I had these like mood swings, up, down, up, down, up, down. And that shit lasted for a hot minute, but I feel like now I'm a week and a day, or a week and 2 days removed from it.
Yep.
And it's definitely calmed down. Now the problem is, if I was under eating before, now I feel like I want to overeat. And that's
yeah, you don't want to go too ham.
And that's the problem, because that's what nicotine does that to people, is it can suppress your appetite. And so when you stop having nicotine, you end up wanting to eat a fucking shitload. And so now that's the hard part, is like not eating too much. Like it just hit me the last like 2 days where now I'm fucking eating everything in sight. I'm eating everything all the time. And it's like, oh God.
Titties will be popping out more on your t-shirts if you go.
My nipples and everything will just be like, badow, just like right in people's faces. So, but in terms of mentally, like I feel like today or maybe yesterday was the first day that the brain fog really lifted a little bit.
That's what's
so
up.
I could focus way more now than I could before. But yeah, I don't know. It makes me feel, I'm definitely not going back to nicotine. That's done.
Good.
Caffeine though, I'm like 70% sure I'm never going to go back to it, but I worry that there's going to come a day where I'm like really tired and I have to do something and I'm just like, I'll have a little bit of caffeine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like a cup of coffee is not in play.
Yeah, that's why I cut it out.
Oh wow.
I cut it out.
Yeah.
And also because caffeine, because remember when I had like too much caffeine and too much nicotine and it gave me a fucking panic attack. So I felt like I'm done with this shit forever, you know?
True, yeah, that would scar me from that shit too.
Yeah. Right. So it was like a legitimate, like my body was just like, I don't want that anymore. Like I don't want it.
Yeah.
But can I see myself with the caffeine in particular at some point having like a little bit? I could see it, but right now I'm happy without it. So, and I find like my energy levels are more like level now. They're more consistent, my energy levels. Whereas when I would have caffeine every day, it would be more like,
that's like when I did my low carb diet and I was just eating like meat, cheese, all shit. Like I would see a bag of I would see like a bag of honey barbecue chips and I'd be like, damn, I never want to have those shits again. They made me feel so nasty. And now it's like, I'll eat 17 million bags of honey barbecue chips if I see them bitches.
Yeah. And I remember
encouraging for you, but like if you're more mentally tough than I am.
When we did the keto diet and I had the same feeling, your energy level was just normal the whole day. It was just straight chilling.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have the big crashes and spikes from sugar and from carbs, you know?
Yeah.
And that's a feeling that I forgot how much I liked it.
Yeah.
When I stopped the caffeine and the nicotine, I had some of that came back of like this consistent energy levels. And that's something I don't want to lose that again. Yeah. I don't want to go through these roller coasters anymore. I don't like the roller coaster. I'm too old for that shit.
Yep. All right, let's roll through. This one was an hour ago. So give us a break here.
I'm an Atlanta boy, but I respect the Knicks and I hate Boston teams way more. What were those New York teams and players like?
They were gritty, man. Like those Knicks teams that I grew up with, man, like Charles Sprewell, Allen Houston. I mean, like even going back to like Anthony Mason, Charles Oakley, Derek Harper, like Chris Childs at point guard, Charlie Ward. They had battles against Atlanta. They had a second round playoff against the Atlanta Hawks. They had like Mookie Blaylock, Steve Smith, Mutombo was on that team. And they gave him a fight, but I think we swept them 4-0. That was the year we made it to the finals. But I love Atlanta, man. We've got a boy who lives down in Atlanta. He's a golf pro down there and just like all good things. I love the city. It's clean. People are friendly. But no, I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm working on my equipment, man. Like I got a Wi-Fi extender that I try to go on. So I thought my shit was better. I have this mic.
It might tend to be good. You might just need to upgrade the level of the internet. That's all it is. You know, it might run you an extra $40 a month, but it might be worth it just so that the shit goes smoothly, you know. But have we had any problems for the second half of the podcast or no?
Yeah, right. In the chat, if it's been better, but because people said that shit was OD choppy. But no, I appreciate you, Travis. Thank you, dog. Oh, that's
how
nice.
You changed my life in 2019, Reaganite, but then started to question it. COVID happened and then found your videos. You're my biggest influence. So thank you. You're very welcome, Hayes. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Hayes, thank you, dog. Is that a very tired, Fairly Odd Parents person in your shit, or just like a weird skeleton thing?
Good day from Australia. I love the podcast. I have a small left-wing podcast and would love to have you both on any way that could happen. Any There you go. There's your answer. Corin will go on your shit.
Just DM me, man. I got no shame. I mean, that's how I went on the Vanguard shit back in '88, and then it led to like Kyle going on their shit. So yeah, send me a DM, Nathan, and good luck with your shit, man. Thank you from Australia. That's what's up, man. I've never been. You have any urge? Well, you don't like to travel, but I've always heard Australia is like super dope.
Bro, it's like a 24-hour plane ride, dog.
Oh, I know.
That's not happening. It's not in me.
there was a flight that like the engine caught on fire or some shit.
Saw that. I
leaving
saw
LA.
that, bro. That's terrifying, dog. Like I'm vindicated every day with my fucking hatred of flying. Just vindication after vindication. You
Getting
know?
so much worse. I feel like there's
No.
always some shit.
Because they don't give a fuck, bro. Like everything, nothing in this country works anymore.
I know.
Like we're short 3,000 air traffic controllers. Like that's not some shit you just let ride, and they're just letting it fucking ride.
I know.
You know?
Like when you see planes with engines straight catching on fire, like the fact that shit didn't blow up and they were able to land and then people were good, like gives me a little bit of hope. But like the next time that shit's gonna just straight blow up.
Like the people who are like fixing it and shit, like do they not give a fuck? Do they not? Like everybody's just going through the motion. That's the thing. The whole country is just going through the motions.
Yep.
Like we know we're cooked. We know our time is over. We feel like nothing matters. We're just going through the motions as the whole ship sinks.
Yeah. And I just saw a video of Trump playing golf with this like younger kid. He's like a Hispanic kid, and they were just out playing golf, and Trump looked like he was just old, man. And they posted one video. I guess Trump probably approved of it, or like his team. And it was like it was a nice golf shot, but his swing just looks so weird. Oh, and then real quick also, do you think that shit was staged with the perfect photo thing with his PR guy like shuffling in the photographers to like get the
at the shooting?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I'm losing my damn mind. I'm becoming radicalized. I feel like, yeah, I look at that shit and I'm like, that does not look like a coincidence to me, homie.
Oh, he's like shuffling them in.
They're lowering the flag perfectly for the picture. They're shuffling in the fucking people to like. I know it sounds crazy, but like this motherfucker tried to overthrow the 2020 election. I don't put anything by this motherfucker. I don't put anything by him. Yeah,
true that. All right, well, Nathan, thank you, dog. Yeah, send me a DM, man. I'll do your shit. I'm always looking for stuff to go on.
Hello from the UK. Feels like the world is falling apart at the moment. UK isn't doing much better with the Reform Party ahead in the polls and wanting to copy Doge. That being said, what hobbies do you both do to keep sane? So for the last week, overcoming my fucking caffeine and nicotine addiction, I haven't done shit. Yeah. I've wanted to do nothing. But normally when it comes to hobbies, I like golf.
Yeah, beast golfer.
I also like I love watching NBA shit. Like I love watching basketball. Of course.
Speaking of that, did you see Chris Paul back to the Lakers? Back to the Clippers?
I did not see that. Wow, did that just happen today?
Just today, yeah. So I mean, like, this is his 21st season, so like it's like
farewell tour type shit.
Farewell tour, but also like people are thinking it's gonna make an improvement to the Clippers, but also it's like he's 40, you know, like it's like
didn't they just get Bradley Beal too for the Clippers?
Bradley Beal.
Oh, come on, man.
They got a retirement home over there in the Clippers.
They got James Harden, fucking Brad. Like, come on, man. That's like
Brooke Lopez. They got Brooke Lopez.
Brooke Lopez is also 100 years old.
Yeah. Their roster is dumb old, man, and they got Kawhi who can't be healthy. But
that's right.
But yeah, no, hobbies. I don't know. I mean, I just do a lot of activities with my daughters. They're always doing some shit that keeps
that's what I was gonna say. All stuff with the kids, which on the weekends we're always doing something for the kids.
Yeah, Christian. I don't know if you have any kids, but it's just like
nonstop. It doesn't stop.
Yeah, but yeah, the world definitely is falling apart, man, and it's scary shit. But I mean, you just try to stay positive and just ride this fucking wave until it's done. This lady is my mom.
Here's money toward better equipment. LOL. Never mind, it's working.
I don't even know what ingrown means, but
I think it's a typo. It's working now. I think she was trying to say it's working now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Kyle, I used to support Trump until I found your show 3 years ago, and you deconverted me from the Trump cult. I'm glad to hear that, Jacob. Now let's deconvert the rest of them because Jesus Christ, I can't deal with this shit anymore, man.
I put this one because I'm trying
to the boys. Appreciate you guys. Shout out Bright Yellow. Very nice of you. AJ Gonzalez, shout out to him. Just want to show some love to my boys. Also glad to see Kyle sees the new snack wrap the same as me. Not bad per se, just different from what it used to be. That's exactly how I see it. Yeah. When I had mine, I got one. By the way, I sort of froze when I ordered because I was like, wait, it's ranch and honey mustard, right?
Yeah.
And like I kind of forgot. I was
it's ranch and spicy.
No shit, they changed. So it's not honey mustard anymore?
No honey mustard.
Bruh, come on.
And the spicy joint is spicy. Like Molly's dad will say it's not spicy, but that shit is dumb spicy. Like I had it and it was like getting hot. And then all of a sudden I was like, holy fuck, like this is really hot.
Hot.
I took a sip of my drink. It didn't even fix it. and then I like had to put my mouth in the air conditioner to try and cool that shit.
Wow. So Bobby might have the right move though, because Bobby said he ordered some snack wraps, just no sauce on it, nothing, just plain. Yep. And then he also ordered, he wanted to try one with sweet and sour. He wanted to try one with honey mustard. That might be the move, but I got one with ranch, and I will say the one I had with ranch, it was banging, but it was just different from the old school snack wrap. And
here's my thing too. Molly said back in the day, they used to OD put mad ranch on it. So it kind of like watered it down. So she used to say light ranch. So you also have to be careful how much ranch they put in that bitch, because if like,
I don't mind.
You don't even like that last couple bites, like you're just like soupy drinking ranch.
I mean, I've had a lot of ranch on it, but I've never had like too much where I'm like,
yeah.
So, and I think I was more of a honey mustard guy anyway with back in the day, but I always feel like whatever amount they put on is usually okay with me. I'm not too grossed out by it, you know?
Yeah. And AJ, I think this was the dude that I said I had a Secular Talk t-shirt that I was going to ship to. I definitely have the shirt. I think I just haven't looked for it. I'll get around to looking for that shit. But someone DM'd me like their address and was like, I was the guy from the show with the shirt. So I'm going to send you that shit.
This will sound like a conspiracy theory, but feels like since Build Back Bill, or that's a big, beautiful bill, has passed, Peter Thiel and Elon want JD in. Trump's guilty for sure, but that's why it's coming out now. It started with the tweet. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of speculation about that because JD Vance went to go meet with Rupert Murdoch, and it was after that meeting that Wall Street Journal ran that report about Trump and Epstein and how he wrote a letter to him on his birthday and shit. And so if JD's goal was to like stop them from releasing it, he fucking failed. So the real point of the meeting might have been like, let's shiv Trump in the back and get him out of there and get you in there. But I don't know, man. That's a hard thing to do because Trump surrounded himself with all these fucking cultish assholes, you know?
Yeah.
Kyle, is there an alliance future in alliance future in U.S.-Russia relations with the rise of China? Also, did you have a stalker fan experience? Yes, I've had like stalker experiences before. They're pretty weird, pretty gross. Some dude like sent me a message of his dick, and I was like, okay, I'm done reading fucking messages forever now. So
I was feeling good that day, man. I just wanted to.
So people are mad about how there's no way to reach me. Blame the guy who randomly sent me his fucking dick when I'm scrolling through. Oh, Jesus Christ! Like, what do you think's gonna happen? What do you think's gonna happen? What do you think I'm gonna look at it and be like, oh, I'm suddenly gay and want this dick? Like, fuck you, you know? But to answer your question, no, there's not going to be an alliance between the U.S. and Russia because Russia and China are going to get together. And we're entering the Chinese century, bro. China's going to lead the world. It's that simple.
Yeah. Just some advice.
Can you bless us introverted people with advice on being competent? I mean, I am an introvert, bro. I am. Ask Corin. Like, when we go, like, let's say me and Corin are going to Politicon. You could ask Corin, like, when we get there, I'm like, all right, let's go do our shit. First of all, I'm like, get me to a back room with a couch and a TV because I'm just trying to chill before I go out and do my shit. Like, I don't want to be on the whole time. If I have to talk to a bunch of people, I'm wasting my ability to like talk and be smooth and like make arguments. I'm like using it all up front. So by the time I get on stage, I got nothing left in the tank. You know what I'm saying? It's like a gas tank. Like you got to refill the ability to be able to talk and do that shit. So whenever we go to one of these things, it's like, I want to do the shit and I want to get out that bitch and I want to go back to the hotel room and I want to chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, whereas other people, if they're in, they're in a new city, it's like, let's go to this thing. Let's go to that thing. Let's travel here. Let's travel there.
I like travel.
That's how he is. Yeah. That's how Corin is. And so I am an introvert. So to answer your question, like, I mean, I know it sounds stupid, but it really is that. Just be yourself. Like there's scenarios where people will look at me and they'll go, he's definitely an introvert. If you've ever been to like a family event with me and my family, you'll be like, why is Kyle not talking or saying anything? And it's like, because I'm a fucking introvert, right? Yeah. But it just so happens that my job requires me talking. So it looks like I'm an extrovert on camera because I talk a lot about politics. But like, it's funny because introverts think like they might not come across as confident, but there's an equal number of introverts that come off as confident as extroverts. Yeah. Because people who are extroverts, think about it. They could maybe like overdo it with speaking and turn people off on that shit. Whereas an introvert has more of a knack for like, I'll just say a little bit and walk out. And that could be appealing because that looks like, oh, that's sort of mysterious. Like, why didn't you want to stay and keep talking? You know what I'm saying? So just be yourself. Just be yourself.
That's a good ass point. Sometimes when someone just hits you with one shit, you're like, damn, that was some confident G-ass shit. Like, I want to know more from that person. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll say like, or I'll do that when I play golf. Like I'll hit, like if I start my day with one nice golf shot, I'm like, fuck, I should just stop playing for the rest of the day because they might be like, that dog is nice as fuck. But then I keep playing more and they're like, Oh no,
he sucks. I've had that feeling too. Me and Crystal joke, if we play golf and we both hit a good first shot, we're like, all right, let's wrap it up. Let's go home.
Yep. But there was a good Sunday. I watched CBS Sunday Morning, and there was I don't even know. I don't know if it was good or not, but there was a segment on a lady who I think was an introvert, and it was all about her changing her mindset to like become an extrovert. So it was pretty good. It was just this past week. So Blake, if you want, check that shit out. Cause
there's nothing wrong with being an introvert though.
Yeah, no, true. Like, I agree.
Do we really need 7 billion people who all want to not shut the fuck up? Like that's what the world would be like if everybody was an extrovert. Is like 7 billion people just like we don't want that. We don't want that.
That's
like I will say though, Blake, like at least learn how to like bullshit when necessary. So like if you got to go to a job interview and you got to put on the charm, put that bitch on. You know, for that 10 minutes, you're fucking Rico Suave. You're like, you're on, you're fucking with it. You're witty, you're quick, you're smooth. Like learn how to turn that shit on when it has to be turned on, but no more than that.
You got some good advice, Kyle. Just back checking.
One of you got a rant snack wrap during the tour video. Oh shit, did we?
Ooh.
Did we really?
That sounds off.
Hold the fuck up.
Because someone said like, that's crazy if we did, because I'm curious. I'm gonna go back and I'm curious what my
so
thoughts
you
are on
video when we finish, you could watch the video, but let me type in. I'm gonna go to Grok right now and say, what year did McDonald's discontinue?
That's a good fact check, man.
Yeah, because if that's true, then I feel like they had to bring it back like for a tiny. Because they say
Patreon. I'm like, I got
wait, hold up.
Tag, but I'm curious.
They discontinued the snack wrap in 2016.
So
with the complete removal from all menus nationwide by 2020 due to menu simplification during the pandemic. So wait, it looks like they discontinued it in 2016, but hung on in some places until 2020. That's what that sounds like.
Oh, so maybe New York still had the bitch.
So yeah, 2019, New York still had it. Damn, New York blessed us that we had it longer, bro.
And we've got it earlier than all other states here too, because our boy Bobby said he couldn't get that shit in Atlanta. And I was working on like 6 of them shits before he even tried it.
When we first tried to get it here, we had it. The first time I went to go look for it, they had it here too. So
nice.
No, that was clutch. But that's crazy. That's an amazing fact. Hey, Kyle, did you see David Pakman's breakdown of Greg Powell's 2024 election claims? I'm not convinced it's anything more than some shoddy statistical blue anon cope. I did not see David Pakman's breakdown of it, but I'll take a look at it. But I don't know, man. The Greg Powell stuff seems really convincing to me, especially when you look at the way that they purge votes that they don't want. Like there's a real track record of what Republicans do, like, ballot purging and ballot spoiling. And they have all these things that they do to like sort of nip and tuck and lower the Democratic votes from Democratic areas. And so it's
that was the guy you said last week that he has like valid claims for this, right?
Yeah, he's an investigative reporter, and he's like crunched the numbers and gone into the databases and shit. And he says that like Kamala was screwed out of about 3.5 million votes. And to me, I don't know, man. It makes sense, right? Because Trump was acting so fucking crazy. The whole like thing, he was talking about Arnold Palmer's dick. Like he was saying incredible shit and doing incredible shit and ended up winning. It was wrong. It felt fishy and wrong. And then when you look at the claims he made and you look into it, you go, I don't know, he making sense. So, but I'm actually surprised David Pakman did some like official breakdown of it, trying to say he was wrong.
Oh, he's saying he's wrong?
It sounds like David Pakman did like a debunk of
David Pakman. Like he needs to chill.
It's just it's also a weird thing to waste your time on, like especially given the fact that putting aside whether or not it's true. Look at the impact of when the Republicans all convinced themselves that 2020 was stolen from Trump.
Yeah.
That led to like a Republican wave of enthusiasm. Like we got fucked over. Now we got to write it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So by the same logic, you would think, even if it is factually wrong that Democrats got screwed out of this last election, wouldn't you want all the voters to feel that way, to get as riled up and get as angry and get as involved? That the next election goes your way. You know what I'm saying? It's just a weird thing to sort of waste your time on trying to fact check.
This guy's a super real one. I don't know what a sec is, but
in Sweden, Subway discontinued the meatball subs. Kyle, just saw your last upload from outside in the garden about Netanyahu. The grass around the barbecue looks dangerous as fuck. Yeah, don't worry. We don't use that barbecue. And also, we're trying to clean up all those. The trees are growing OD, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, are you doing some planting shit? Because, well, first off, Victor, thank you, bro. And that sucks that Subway discontinued the meatball sub, because that shit is like discontinuing some French fries from McDonald's. Like that's Subway's staple. So what do they replace? Like,
right.
What up? Why are they there's got to be a reason they're discontinuing that shit. I would go into your Subway.
Probably just poor sales in Sweden in particular, you know?
Yeah, but like that shit is like they're bugging for. So sorry, man. Hopefully, if you send me your address, I'll try and send you one from over here, man. But yeah, gardening is a bitch, dog.
It's just that everything's growing so fast right now that like our windows in our room are now blocked by the shrubbery that fucking went way too high, and like he said, our grill is being overtaken by the fucking like bush that's next to it. Like it's just shit is OD growing, bro. It's
that funny the shit people like catch on to. Like you're doing a video on like Netanyahu and someone's like, damn, that grass around his barbecue.
Bro. But like respect to him because he's just worried about my safety. Like he's afraid like we're going to burn the house down. But don't worry, we don't even use that shit.
Yo, I'm a little tight. I haven't texted my gardener yet, but like we just bought these little outside lights for like in front of our little I don't know,
LED shits?
Yeah, it's like LED shits, but like they turn colors. Like it looks nice at night.
Nice.
And they go on our like mulching area. And I came home and one of the shits were broken. And like didn't even text me, did nothing. And Molly was like, you should send him a picture and write like, hey, like this wasn't broken. If you guys could just be a little bit more careful, or we'll move them back if they're in the way. Like let him know. But now it's been like 4 days and I haven't sent it. So it's making it a little hot if I text them now.
Yeah, but also like, are you sure it was him that did it? It could have been like an animal could have broken it.
No, because they did our grass on Thursday. So the grass was cut and the shit was broken like when I came home.
Damn, that sucks,
like,
man.
It definitely was them. So I think I'm still going to send them that message. But yo, Victor, shout out to you, bro. Thank you, man. If I come to Sweden, I'm going to say what's up.
Never super chat ever in my life. Been listening since 2016. Love you guys. Thanks for all the laughs. Well, thank you, Josh. Yeah. John, appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
Shout out to John. Love y'all's content. Brother turned me into Kyle's stuff, and I've been converted full lefty. And then you turned me onto Corin's world, which I've been tuning into since then. Here's some love for Corin. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Love that people are watching your content, Corin. I know you got some plans for the future.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Maybe doing some traveling or some shit.
Yeah, I'll see what's up. May Florida travel idea I have out there with my brother. So stay tuned. I might do like a Molly's Mind to talk about that shit. Still kind of fleshing it out.
Kyle, you are the GOAT. Are you familiar with Tennessee Brando? I am. If not, he's a YouTuber who speaks about leftist issues from a Southern good old boy perspective. Would love to see him on KKF. I love that guy, and I'd also love to have him on KKF. I fucking like that guy a lot.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I see him sometimes. I think I first saw him on like one of his videos popped up on like Twitter or some shit. But then I looked him up on YouTube and he had a channel. And yeah, he's just like this dude from Tennessee who like looks like he's from Tennessee. And he's just like...
He's like a liberal?
Saying lefty ass shit. And you're just like, I fuck with this guy.
Good for him. All right, we'll roll through some more real quick.
There's a couple casinos in Vegas that have war tables. It's played kind of like one card blackjack. Damn, that is wild, dog. Where are you going? I'm going to the casino to play war. I used to play war with my grandma when I was like 6, you know?
Playing war, I would just feel like that's like your degenerate part of the night. But Sean, if you're in Vegas, let us know next live if they actually have dropped the Casino Uno yet. I'd be curious how that is.
Kyle, one of these things can happen in 2026, Knicks championship, or you can play around at Augusta. What would you choose? For Corin, I'm gonna say Knicks championship.
Thanks, Doug.
Because
but like you playing around at Augusta would be like you'd be nutting the whole hole.
It's sort of if you think about it though, it's sort of like a utilitarian thing because the Knicks winning a championship would make literally millions of people ecstatic, right?
Yeah.
Whereas me playing around at Augusta would make me ecstatic, and that's it. But the Knicks winning a championship would also make me ecstatic. So why can't I'll be ecstatic and I'll spread the joy around to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And also, I'm unsure that the Knicks will ever win a championship in our lifetime. So I need to see that shit. Same. So I'm always going to pick that. Whereas with Augusta, it feels like there's always a chance, right? Yeah. It feels like there's always some way that I'll get
invited. Bobby or something's going to get you there.
Yeah, like Bobby's a golf pro and he knows somebody who plays there and he texts me like, hey, I got us on, like, you got to come this day or whatever. Like, it feels like there's some way, somehow, I'll get a text message from a friend who knows a person who's like there's a chance. Yep. Whereas with the Knicks championship, it feels like I need it now because I get scared every year. Like, it might never happen, you know?
And you don't have any control over that shit, too.
Totally, yeah.
Immortal Technique or Destiny on KK and Friends?
Get my boy Immortal Technique and Destiny on KKF? Wait, hold up. That's weird because are you saying like the streamer Destiny and Immortal Technique separately, or are you saying you want them together? I'm a little confused as to how they're saying it.
I think separately. But isn't it Immortal Technique? Didn't they sing like a rap song back in the day?
He's a rapper. Yeah, he's a rapper.
Oh, for real?
He's a rapper and he's a lefty. Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a rapper and he's a lefty. But Destiny is, I think Destiny hates me, so I don't know why
really?
you'd want me to invite. Well, I'll invite him on my show to yell at me. Well, yeah, that'll be fun.
Awesome.
Have you two ever listened to a Jim Cornette rant? He's from wrestling, but he hates Trump. Longtime Patreon member. I have much appreciation for your work. Well, thank you, Brian. Really appreciate that. I know who Jim Cornette is from back in the WWF days. I didn't know he hates Trump, and I didn't know he does political rants. I should check that out.
Yeah, thank you though, Brian. Appreciate you. I don't know who Jim Cornette is, so but yeah, I appreciate you. They're A shirts.
Nipples have been free in the EU forever. Natives did too. Not weird. Uno in Vegas is a step closer to idiocracy. Love you both.
Thanks, Hudson. Sean,
would you ever move to Minnesota? You come ice fishing with me and Jesse Ventura. Nah, if one thing Corin will tell you about me, that everybody will tell you about me, I do not fuck with the cold, bro.
Yeah.
When I moved from New York to DC and Virginia, I was ecstatic because I felt like, damn, bro, I just made it 4 degrees warmer in the winter.
Yeah.
So when it's
better, yeah,
40 degrees down there, guess what, bitch? It's 44 degrees here. I got 4 degrees on you.
There's
right?
nothing when you drive from New York down to Florida and the weather starts getting warmer. You stop
amazing.
the gas and it's just like you're like, I'm gonna take my sweater off. It's nice here. But I've been to Minnesota in the wintertime. That shit is
cold
brick.
Fuck.
And a Juicy Lucy. Shout out to Matt's Bar. Thank you.
Yeah, so and any cold place is not in the cards for me.
Yeah.
Bro, Tim Dillon and Alex Jones doing an emergency podcast at the moment. Kyle, I think they both saw your videos and are in damage control. I like to think I have that much power and sway, but I doubt it. I don't think I actually have as much as that. Kyle, would you ever consider using all-natural CBD-only vape to help? I can attest it works great and no major side effects. All-natural CBD-only vape to help. No, because if I used to take CBD every now and then. If I were to do that again where I take CBD, I would just take like a gummy or something, I feel like. I wouldn't use the vape anymore. I'm done with vapes. Bernice is a real one. Thank you, Bernice. Yeah, shout out Bernice. Appreciate that. Kyle, I know you like Governor Whitmer. Please look into the fake kidnapping scheme. She worked with the State Department to trick disabled guys into a fake kidnapping scheme. It's gross. I don't know why you think I like Whitmer, because I've been nothing but critical of Whitmer, especially since she fucking went to the White House when Trump was in the middle of one of his insane fucking, I forget what he was doing at the time. Was it a concentration camp? He was doing some shit, or the trade war. No, it was the trade war. He was launching the trade war and like tariffing everybody at 1,000,000%. And Whitmer was in the fucking Oval Office with him, like at an event, covering her face because she was embarrassed for being there. So I've had nothing but smoke for Whitmer since then.
Courtney, love you. Thank you. This one, you'll
Kyle,
get
I'm a lesbian, but you make me question my sexuality. Shout out to you and Corin. Love the podcast. Well, we appreciate that. No way.
No way. Thank you.
But I think you just fed the conspiracies online that I'm actually a lesbian. Because if you're a lesbian and you're into me, that means people say I'm like a lesbian. There you go. There's helps their argument.
And it's maybe that's my burner.
I got to watch an old clip from Born Rich episode with Ivanka Trump. She was showing her childhood room and then suddenly got quiet and sad when showing her childhood bed. Oh my God, bro. Because I was just talking about on my show how Trump, like I said, he was involved in some like international sex trafficking ring. Trump made Ivanka at age like 14 or 15 be part of this known pedophiles modeling agency. So when we saw this, Crystal was like, damn, I feel like they may have like fucked her up bad. And that sounds like that shit is real, bro. Could
have been some shit. I mean, like, he was definitely around a lot of powerful executive guys that like definitely were saying to him like, yo, what's up with your daughter? And like, he's a fucking creepy guy. I mean, wasn't he on Howard Stern talking about like young age women and stuff like that? There
was one time Howard Stern said, you know what it's like being a sexual predator. You are one. And Trump goes, it's true.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Kurglow, appreciate you. Paul Jensen's a real one. I fuck with him.
As a big golf guy, what's the best score you've ever had? Any hole-in-ones ever? And what's your all-time favorite golf course you've played at? Great questions. The best score I've ever had for 18 holes, it would have to be 67 at Lake Isle in Eastchester, which is a par 70 course. So I shot 3 under par. Good. I was a teenager at the time. I want to say I was like maybe 18 or 19, maybe 20 at the latest. And I've never sniffed anywhere near that since. Since then, the best I've had is even par, so like 72. I've had a couple 1-over, 73, 74.
Was it like they say in basketball where you're just like the basket looks like it's just like
Yep.
Like you just knew every shot was going to be money.
Yeah, I had just gotten a lesson, and the golf pro really fixed me. Where like I felt like every shot I hit was just perfectly down the middle, straight, perfect, everything.
Yep.
And so I just kept that feel going. And that day, I couldn't miss. Everything was fucking perfect. Some putts dropped.
Feeling, man.
So 67 is my lowest ever, but really I'm like a 4 or a 5 handicap. And, you know, for me, if I break 80, I'm happy. So if I shoot anything from like 72 to 79, I'm happy. If I shoot above 80, I'm not happy, right? That's my general. Now, this is an interesting one. Any holes in ones? The answer is no. But I have a bunch of fake holes in one.
What is that?
Because in my yard, I put a fake green at the end of my yard.
Yep.
And it kind of rolls like a real green and shit. And I have 3 different holes in the green, and one's in the middle, one's in the front, one's in the back. And so the yardages are like 100 yards to the front pin, 107 to the middle pin, and like 115 to the back pin. And so I hit shots all the time in the lawn. Like I'll just stand there for 2 hours when I have free time, just hit shots. And I've made, I want to say like 7 holes in one into the cups when I'm practicing there.
Yeah.
But it doesn't count because number 1, it's not on the course.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'm just practicing.
Yeah.
Number 3, most of those 7 were not even the hole I was aiming for when I hit it. I think of the 7, maybe one of them was I was actually aiming for that hole and I made it in that hole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, I'm 37 and I still don't have a hole in one, and it's a fucking shame.
You'll get there.
I don't play enough golf anymore, bro.
Yeah.
I don't play enough golf. Like, we're doing shit with the kids all the time. We don't have any free time, you know?
That's true. And favorite course you've played at?
Favorite. I have played Winged Foot. It is not my favorite course. It's an amazing course, but it's very difficult.
Yeah.
I would say there's one of the Westchester courses, not the ones that the Westchester Country Club, I mean. Not the ones the pros play, but the other one. That's one of my favorites. And also, I want to say it's Pinehurst number 9, is it? It's like a Jack Nicklaus design Pinehurst one, which is just very pretty all around. So those I would say are my favorite.
We played at one for your bachelor party. I think it was in DC, and it was like, I think they have multiples of these, but it's like every hole was like a replica of some shit. I really
famous hole.
Yeah,
that was amazing. That was amazing because the replica holes really felt like the real hole.
Yeah, they have
that was
like
awesome.
The island, the like shit they have in Florida.
TPC Sawgrass. Yep, they had that. They had Masters.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That was cool. I love that.
I haven't played a lot of courses, but like that one was pretty sweet. Literally like 5 more, I think.
With Trump's history of human trafficking coming to light, how likely is it that these shady ICE practices are covering up his part in new human trafficking or taking kickbacks from others? Anything's possible, bro. I really don't know. I mean, the fact that they get away with the shit they already get away with makes me think, like, what do I not know about what they're doing here? Like, what other kind of dark, satanic, shady shit are they involved in? Because they're so evil already. Yeah, I know. You know? Thank you, William. Appreciate that.
Appreciate you, William.
10 bucks. Good evening, Kyle. It's Rando. Love you.
Thanks, Rando. I don't know who Rando is. Daniel.
Corin and Kyle, who is your male celebrity crush? Don't say Tiger Woods. When is boxing match? Fans are waiting. When is boxing match? What is that about?
I think they want me and you to box.
Why would we box? We're friends. We love each other.
In the internet, man. Like I just saw Manny Pacquiao fought again, which is wild, dog. He's like 50-something years old.
That is crazy. He's old as fuck.
He was just he just fought.
Male celebrity crush. I don't know, man. I mean, I would say Denzel Washington.
Yeah,
he's old
Denzel's
as fuck
like
now.
a good one. Yeah, I'm like Ryan Reynolds is cool. I think he's like a good looking dude and confident, and like he's funny. Steve Carell is cool.
Yeah, I'll just go Denzel, even though he's old now. He's the only actor that made me feel like, damn, that dude is chill and like smooth as fuck. You know.
I wouldn't say that name because that sounds like a trap. If you say the name, they'll like clip that, and that guy Ryan is like some weary dude. But thanks, chap.
I'll read it. Can you give a shout out to my dog Ryan Souza? Much love from Sacktown. Shout out Ryan Souza. Appreciate you. Tony, Kyle, I doubt you'd want to at this point, but if you ever went back on Rogan again, what would you say to him?
Just sell out.
I would just be like, bro, where did you go wrong, dog? Like, where did you go wrong? Like, you lost it. You went full online brainworms, like full right-wing pipeline. Like, now you're a fucking idiot.
Hard-hitting questions and shit like that. He never hits, like he had him on, but didn't ask him real shit.
No, he sucked him off. He sucked him off the whole time. It was fucking pathetic.
Thanks, Tony.
How's the weather for you guys? It's hella hot out here in Cali. It's 65 degrees in the middle of the day. I can't handle it anymore. 65 degrees? Are you talking about Celsius?
Yeah, I don't know. 65 sounds pretty chilling. Like
65 is they must be, but Celsius 65 is like a quadrillion degrees Fahrenheit. So I don't even know what they're saying. It's hot. It's hot as fuck here, but I don't mind it. I don't mind hot as fuck. I can deal with hot as fuck. I can't deal with cold.
All right. 3 more.
Tim has been watched Rush from when he was a kid. Oh, really? I think it amused him. Later, he loves being a contrarian, great debater. He knows the difference between right and wrong. He's not, though. His opinion made a big difference. I think that's about Tim Dillon.
Yeah. Thanks, Kathy.
Yeah, I mean, I heard Rush Limbaugh in the car with my dad too when I was a kid, and I remember thinking, this guy's fucking insane.
Yeah, he's like a Long Island dude that probably got raised on,
Yeah,
like,
but the Midas Touch guys are from Long Island and they're lefties.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
but he does it for a lot of clicks and like
shit. Yeah, that's right. Kyle, do you think we'll see a landslide election in our lifetimes like Reagan winning? Yes, I do. I do think we'll see. I don't know if it'll be 49 states, but I think we'll see an election that's a bigger landslide than what we've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
So, let's see. I mean, everything going back to, my whole life and your whole life, there hasn't really been a landslide. But I think we will see like a landslide. And I think it'll come pretty soon, if I'm being honest.
Okay, a couple more. Sorry. Are you going to thank you?
Is Kyle on Jubilee ever going to happen? I think you'd be great on there. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I have sort of mixed feelings about it. I think Sam Cedar did a great job. I think Mehdi Hassan did a great job. But I also feel like Jubilee is like demonic. And they're actively making the country worse by putting like the dumbest, most extreme people on the screen and like normalizing that, hey, this is what a conservative is now, just an open fucking fascist. And so I don't know. I sort of have mixed feelings about it. But yeah, I do think I'd be good in that. Is
there someone in charge? Like, have they hit you up? I remember like when they started.
I think they've reached out to Crystal at some point, but nobody has ever reached out to me. But then again, it's not possible to reach out to me. So,
because when they started the cameo thing, didn't you say you like randomly got an email one time that was just like you're like the most requested person on Cameo, and you like I found that interesting. Like
I did get that email and I didn't care. I was like, that's nice.
I'm like, I'll record a video for someone saying happy birthday. Like, like it's so gangster that you're just like, yeah, fuck you, Cameo guy.
I just didn't care. What do you think happens next presidential election on the Republican side? Does Trump try to stay in office or force in a successor? Also, did you see Godzilla -1 fire movie? I did not see Godzilla -1. I do think Trump and the Republicans are going to try to steal the election. I do think Trump, in his heart of hearts, wants to stay in. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't be able to because of health reasons. Maybe they'll be able to pull off stealing it. Maybe they won't. There's a lot of open questions, but I don't think it'll be a free and fair election. I think they'll do what they can to try to rig it. But I also think there is such a thing as too big to rig. And it might be, if we keep going at the pace we're going, then the country is going to like fucking fire back at unbelievable levels where there's going to be tremendous passion to get these Republicans out of there. And it's going to be too hard to hold back,
Yep. Thank you, Sebastian. 2 more.
Hey, Kyle, would you be able to bring David Pakman, Vosh, Sam Harris, David Hogg, or even Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers on KKF? Keep up the good work. I think we've had Sam Harris. I don't think would want to do it. David Hogg, we've invited. I haven't heard back from him. Vosh, we've had on, I think. David Pakman, we've had on, I think. Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, I don't know who that is. So I hope that answers your questions.
Thank you, man. All right, here's the last one. Lefty memes.
Yo, Kyle, I've been a fan since 2020 and poli-sci student. You're my personal hero. You shaped my politics. When are you going to primary Dino Eugene Vidman? I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not made for politics. It like being in it. I'm meant to be the guy on the sidelines going, hey, that's fucked up. That's my job. I'm not the guy in there with the fucking camera on him like, oh, I'm going to do this and this. Like, no, I'm not.
It was AJ. AJ, thank you for reminding me for the future. I got you, dog. I'm going to send you that shit. I promise. That's all I got, man. Thanks.
All right. Good shit, bro.
Any last words or any other thoughts?
No, I'll keep you updated on my eyeballs. My shits are doing good. Like, they still fluctuate a little bit, but for like half the day today, it was just everything was perfect the second half of the day. So I'll let you know, but you might think about it, dog, because this shit, like, it'll change your life. You don't have to fucking spend money anymore on glasses. You don't have to spend money anymore on contacts. You don't have to go to the eye doctor once a year. Like, it would be just like you're free, dog. Like, right now, I'm done. I don't have to do shit now. Like, with my eyes, I'm just done.
I know. You can wake up, like, you could watch a show and just fall asleep. Like, I got to wake up. I got to go to the bathroom, take my contacts out, brush my teeth.
Yep.
I'm not a Hugh Jackman, man. Fuck Hugh Jackman. I think he's like a bitch. Like, stop working out so much. All right. We'll end on this shit right here. Boom. Love you guys.
Yep. We love you too, y'all.
Peace. Thanks, Kyle,
Yep.
for answering all those.
Anytime, y'all. All right. Peace, man.
Later, everybody.